switching stages. Poogi shows up.
Alright guys, so basically what's going on today is I am streaming Kerbooples coaching sessions. He will be doing some coaching today. He has, I think, KK, Switch, and I think he has
Alright,
Poogi
so
again.
I guess the first thing...
they will get started on that shortly. And
what characters do you want me to
hope you guys enjoy watching it.
Are there any specific matchups you want to talk about or practice?
People being coach get stuff out of it and be able to watch this VOD back
I struggle with the DK matchup a lot, actually.
DK I can do. I think you mentioned sword characters, right, Switch?
Yeah.
I can definitely go a few of those.
Pretty
Projectile
much.
characters too, I got a couple I can do.
I can verse the plan.
Yeah, if you guys want a plan matchup, I'm definitely... I think I'm okay with him.
Okay.
I know quite a few just weird characters that if you guys want matchup experience that I can offer. You guys need Kirby experience?
Okay. Oh yeah, I can practice the infinite thing with Kirby 80+.
You want to practice infinite against Kirby?
Yeah, cause it's like, with the ice climber thing, it's like up tilt and footstool, right? And then since they fall, like very slow, they don't have time to to tech. So,
probably be better off doing that in training mode.
Yeah.
We are streaming this. I do want this to mostly be matches being played and then just me giving advice every match.
Okay.
Okay, well, Ethan's still getting the stream going, I think, so we can just wait for Poogi before we can get started. I did play a couple games of Wi-Fi, so my Wi-Fi should be okay. I haven't had any issues in a while. Which could also mean that I'm going to today, but we will see. Hopefully we don't. Okay, so I'll start with KK. Who do you play, KK? Bowser, right? KK? Who do you play?
Yeah. Bowser.
Bowser, okay. If against DK, where do you want to go? I think Battlefield is a pretty good choice for you. I think Battlefield is just so good for Bowser. But you do have to be really wary of,
I just have a problem with Battlefield just because up air is so much slower than DK's and he can juggle me so much better than I can.
Let's give that stage a go then. That's how I went. That was a good punish.
I like to do that, especially on smash attacks.
Turned around. Okay. Oh, yeah, I killed myself. Whoops. Okay. This is my inexperience with DK showing.
Okay.
Good job not jumping there.
I don't like to jump off stage unless it's my only way of surviving.
That's good. Jumping off stage is not good for Bowser. You really need that second jump.
No way.
I'm actually kind of surprised that didn't hit above the platform.
Most DKs go for that
Oh.
whenever I do a down B, so I like to be a reverse on platform.
Yeah, that was good. So the main thing I'm noticing there is that you're sort of approaching just by running in a lot, and that's where I'm getting almost all my damage from, is just sort of using my long range to just kind of keep you out. You have to be a lot more
Okay.
careful with how you approach DK.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
work on DK too.
If you watch Corey play, he's much better at this than I am, where he'll just kind of wait for you and sort of slowly creep up on you, and then
Oh yeah.
try to look for openings with stuff like up tilt or F tilt or down tilt, which are all really good moves in neutral.
I remember versus.
I just feel
Corey
like-
DK.
Approaching is really hard because he outranges me with his tilts.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a hard
I've-
matchup.
I've learned to deal with juggling, but like I haven't gotten it like completely down.
Yeah, using stuff like Fire Breath is so good. Not just
Yeah,
because
fire
the
breath
move-
is
not just because the move is actually insane, but like it's your move that's gonna outrange everything I do as a DK, right? I misfound that.
Yep.
You're doing some good spot dodges to get out of my grabs. Good.
DKs, whenever they see something that is supposed to be punishable, they just grab, so. What?
I think that you should be using a lot more on Battlefield. Oh, that's like that because that's like one of your best ways of getting kills, just with command grabs.
Yeah. Like I love Bowser side B. It's just stupid strong. I don't even understand why.
Yeah, I remember I was in like a school tournament and I was racing a Bowser and I was playing Mario and it's like the guy side beat me like 3 times. Like he lost the game. Oh my god.
Okay, that was really bad red shot on my part. I think that was a kill. You could have back aired there. Dang, you're still living?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you gotta watch your recoveries. You're going low almost every time. And I'm starting to catch on.
Okay. I meant to side B there.
Yeah, so the other thing I'm seeing is that you're kind of letting me recover pretty freely a lot of the time. Bowser, you can just run off and fair, and there's not much DK can do if you come in from above and to the right of me, or just above me, I guess.
Oh yeah, because it hits under.
Yeah, because Bowser's fair is insane. You can pretty reliably just run off and do it, and it's probably gonna hit, especially somebody as big as DK. Yeah, watching those edge guards is really good. I gotta win at least one of these, so I actually look like I know what I'm doing. Well, I'm not using enough of this, that's why. There you go, like that's a really good thing to do.
I love using Flame Breath for tech chasing.
Wow, that killed me. Yeah, because like, that just did like 40%. Stevo, if you want to chip in and join up, because God knows my Palutena is absolutely terrible. Not that my DK is doing much better, I guess. Dang, that was a really good dare because it lifted you up.
People always go for automatic punishes because on most characters the air dodge wouldn't even matter, but some characters can just lift themselves
up. So like
up.
right there would have been a great time to just run off and fair, but you just
I realized that when I started my Flame Breath.
You also got to be careful with it though, and make sure that I'm not fading back like I did there. I missed them. Oh, there. Alright. Yeah, you don't even have to use it in tech chases. Just using it neutral is actually so good. It's safe on shield. It does a ton of damage. That was not a bad attempt, but you gotta watch for overcommitting. And especially when you're Bowser and you don't have a great recovery, using your second jump off stage can like really be risky.
Yeah, I didn't mash there like at all.
There you go. That was good. Okay, Poogie's coming. Okay, I'll do one more with you, and then we'll switch to Switch for a little bit, and we'll keep going back and forth like that. Hopefully by then Poogie will have shown up. Here, you know what? Let's try a different stage. Let's try Pokemon Stadium, because I know Corey loves that stage with DK. I think
PS2 is...
the more space will probably actually work in DK's favor a lot more. So yeah, like I think Battlefield's a really good choice for you. Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time landing back on stage, but you're gonna have an even harder time when there's no platforms, I think.
Yeah, I actually think so.
And the smaller space is so helpful for you.
Because DK can just run around and wait for me to do something punishable, and then I don't know how I got hit by that.
How you got hit by what? The up B?
Yeah, I pressed, like, I thought I jumped, but...
Oh yeah, jumping's not the way to deal with that. You just want to shield it.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
I slept through my alarm.
I did that too, but then I woke up.
Could not be me.
I'm noticing you're rolling out every time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, you have 8. We're good.
Imagine waking up. Oh wow.
I didn't think the super armor was that strong. I'm gonna be completely honest. Alright, well, I'll take it. Ah. Yeah, you really gotta watch these approaches. You're kind of getting a little bit too antsy. That was good. Wow. You really went for that. I'm trying to coach you and you're gonna go for stuff like that? I can't.
KK going for
Alright,
the
this is what
sauce.
you get. Dang it! I think, but yeah, that is an example of, like, something that low percentage really gotta watch for, especially, like, it just sort of emphasizes why you should never use your double jump when you don't have to. Because, you know, stuff like that can just run away with it. Alright, let's put in switch.
Okay.
We'll switch it up. I'll try to do like 3 or 4 matches to keep switching it up. Okay, switch. Is there a particular character you want to start with?
Switch it up.
Aha. Alright. You can stick with the DK if you want. It's up to you.
Well, no, I'm trying to coach you, man. What do you want to?
Well, I mean, like,
It's your choice.
you know what? At this point, anything will help. I guess.
What matchups do you particularly want to work on?
Characters that can't be infinite, then?
There are only like 5.
Okay, well, what are they?
Well, no, but that's like for training. That's for like
training?
training mode, though. No, like the infinite. That's what
Oh, well, I
was
don't
talking
care about that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
ICs can already do enough without having to worry about infinites. I don't
Yeah,
really need it,
Okay, wait.
especially since it's
Okay.
Wi-Fi. I wouldn't worry about it.
I wanna try the plant because it's
You wanna try
like
the plant?
that
Okay.
ball.
Okay, yeah,
Dude.
I can give you plant advice. Okay, so for stages, now as Piranha Plant, man, is this streaming right now? Steven, is this streaming?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. I'm about to give anti-plant advice to all of people who watch this in Manitoba. So, this is your anti-plant guide by Kerbooples.
Get
I'll
like
never
20
PPR
viewers.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to give Switch all the secrets. Okay, so the
Ooh,
first thing
okay.
I'll talk about is stages. I'm not an expert on ice climbers, but I'm gonna guess that you like smaller stages because you don't really
Yeah.
deal well with camping. Am I right about that?
Yeah, and I hate platforms.
You hate platforms? Why is that?
It's
Because you
because you
can't
can't do those
infinite
fancy
people.
combos, up tilt
Oh,
combos.
you
'cause-
do like the fancy combos? Okay,
No,
well,
because
I mean,
yeah, on Wednesday I tried to do the infinite up tilt blizzard thing on Sonic, but I got stuck on the platform, so I couldn't continue it. Which
mean-
kind of sucks.
fancy combos aside, I feel like platforms could actually be really good for ICs because you have some insane shield pressure when people are on platforms. Up air and back air are both incredibly good on shield. They do so much damage on shield, and they're just really scary to deal with. I mean,
Oh, well,
assuming
yeah,
you
we're-
have both. If it's just
yeah.
one of them, that's not a big deal. But so
If
yeah,
you're talking
I would-
about like non-desync stuff, then yeah, definitely.
yeah. So how about we try Battlefield, just so you give you advice on platforms, and then. And as for Piranha Plant, I really like stages without platforms. that's more of a personal thing. There are some benefits for Piranha Plant on platforms because he also has insane shield pressure and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But okay, so the first thing I'll tell you is because I've seen this, I've seen you fall for this a lot, and I'm just gonna reveal it right away. When I have my Poison Cloud out, you cannot use your ice on it, your neutral beat. So go ahead, just shoot it right now into it.
Yeah, because it goes back, right?
Oh, yeah, it just bounces back. Alright, try again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just bounces back, so you gotta watch out for that. Okay? Alright, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a reflector.
It's not a reflector, it just hits things back. So, like, things like Snake's Grenade would be another example of things that it just kind of walls. Pikmin are another one. It's really good.
Thought it was only used for racking up damage, but I guess not.
No, you can use it for so much more. So yeah, I had the Poison Cloud out just for that. So what you need to do is make sure that you... Oh wow, that almost hit. Dang it.
Oh. This matchup kind of looks like torture.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the-
Piranha Plant wins this really good. Oh shoot, I messed up.
Wow.
That was nice, that was nice.
Yeah, backdash is kind of broken. Oh shit.
I think I would have hit you with 2E, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, it's pretty flat. Uh-oh.
Dang, I messed up. Very.
That lasts so long.
Yeah, so for as long as Putui is out, you can safely assume it has a hitbox. Like there's unless it's just gone entirely, it is definitely able to hit you. Shoot.
That's so scary.
Okay. I'll shoot.
Oh, I messed up. Oh, I messed up again. Oh, no. I'm trying to get, like, Gab desync.
That was good. That was a good desync. I DI'd that completely wrong way.
It's so good.
Yeah. Scary. Okay.
I'm always trying to jab. That's like my main way of getting damage.
Your main way of getting damage should be just using side B because it's just so good.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Ah.
Oh no, that's
Oh.
not it. That's good DI.
That is it.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay. All right, so.
I side B to the stage too much. That's one thing.
So yeah, I mentioned that I really like FD over Battlefield. And the reason why is because one thing I go for all the time is trades with Patui. Right? So you saw me do it a couple times in that match, but I couldn't do it very often because the platforms would get in the way. So what I do is I just hold up Patui and wait for you to, or predict that you're going to hit me with something like side B, and then the Patui just drops down and hits you. And then you take like 20% and I take like 5. So I'm going to go to FD now and show you what the difference is like.
Wait, should I
And
change
why I
this?
think that a stage like Battlefield with you, you could just pick random, and then it will be whatever stage I pick, and then that way.
Oh, okay.
Because I just want to show you just kind of the difference that you get out of this. Oh, and by the way, if you have any specific questions about Piranha Plant, I'm sure I could probably answer them.
Yeah, I just need to find a way to like approach without desyncing constantly. Like doing this is okay.
No,
Like,
it's
for some
not, because I
characters.
can just stop it and bounce it back. So
Okay,
I think
so-
your best bet is you kind of just have to slowly approach. It'd be like, I would treat it like you're approaching like a heavy projectile character. I'm surprised that shield didn't break.
Oh no!
What?
I stuffed up the combo. No!
Oh, I think that's it.
Oh wow. Surprise. Okay.
Do be like that.
I was a really good way of dealing with down B there. Just rolling away, don't even bother trying to deal with it, because it'll do so much shield damage. So part of the reason I think this matchup is just so bad for Ices is that Patui is so good at just hitting both of them. Yeah, so there you go. There's an example of me using trading with Patui.
Oh
That's
my god. Wow.
Yeah, so you gotta be really careful with that.
Oh, no way.
Rip.
I tried to do that a lot, but you have invincibility or up B, and I'm not sure when it is. But yeah, so you saw the difference between Battlefield and FD there. On Battlefield, I mean, yeah, sure, you SD'd, and I probably did a little bit better because I was more warmed up, but like, take that away. The difference was like, you took me to last stock and I 3-stocked you on FD. So you never want to, as ICs, you should probably never let me go to FD or any stage that doesn't have a lot of platforms. So I would say town and city would be bad. I think one thing about Piranha Plant that people mistake is I want small blast zones because I kill really early. I don't care about that much because I know that if I have big blast zones, you're not killing me early either. So it doesn't really affect me much. It's more about the platform placements and the stage size that I care about.
Okay.
And everyone in Manitoba is going, write that down, write that down. So as for stages that I think you should go, Battlefield I think is a great pick for you. Small Battlefield could go either way because ironically enough, I said that I don't like the platforms on Battlefield, but the platform placements on Small Battlefield actually work good for me because they are lower, so I can hit you on platforms a lot easier. So that one could go either way. Pokemon Stadium would definitely be another one you'd probably try to avoid. Really big stage, the platforms don't get in my way very much. Smashville could be good, especially when you have stuff like grab to F Smash. So Smashville would be a great pick for you as well. Lilat, I will never let you go, so that's fine. I hate Lilat personally, but even then, it probably wouldn't be that great of a pick for you either, just because I can make pretty good use of the platforms there as well. And oh, and I will say, even though I love FD, my least favorite stage is probably Kalos. You see me ban that a lot because ledge trapping on it is just so hard for Piranha Plant. I haven't even begun to talk about ledge trapping, so... Okay, so let's try, what stage do you want to go?
We can go PS2.
PS2? Okay. I think he uses kind of conversion. We'll do this game, and then we'll switch to Xander, and then we'll keep doing it like that, if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want anyone to go too long without playing games, and I don't want to feel like you guys aren't getting something out of this as well, so...
Even just watching is really helpful. Watching and listening.
Oh, Switch, I think you mentioned to me that you wanted help with the ZSS matchup, right?
Oh yeah, that too.
I will say I cannot play ZSS for anything, so I not much I can do there. I will suggest though that you go watch sets between Big D and King Chris. They have a lot of sets, or they have at least a few sets on YouTube that I can think of, and they're all really
Okay.
good. You can get a lot of information out of them, and they're also really fun sets to watch because Big D is awesome, and Chris is just a super smart player. So you can
Okay.
get a lot from those sets. Steven is here, so he can, if any of you guys need help with the Palutena matchup, or if you want Inkling matchup, he'd be a lot better than me as well. I'm not sure what other characters Steven plays. I'm sure he plays a few, but you can also ask him for help and advice as well. Your Joker would probably be better than mine. Mine's trash. Yeah, both of us could do Wolf. Your DK is honestly probably better than mine. Mine's pretty bad. Switch, we can do one more game.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh.
If the chat has any questions, you know, I'm not seeing the chat right now, but
Yeah.
if they have any questions or anything they want to ask me or want me to elaborate on, I'll answer. I'm cool with it. This is a tell-all. What?
The screen's freaking out.
Green is freaking out?
Are you in
Come
game
the
right now?
stream.
I'm not. The stream is freaking out?
No, it's just spamming ready.
It is?
Yeah.
I'm not
It's like-
seeing any of that. What's it doing now?
Wait,
It's on now.
I'll send you the clip. I'll make
Oh,
a
yeah.
clip of it. It's
That was
Nah, you know, my because I'm in this voice chat, my phone's battery is just gonna plummet. I'm gonna try to use as little of it as possible. So I'm here,
Okay.
so
You got him.
okay. God, even the lobbies don't work on Ultimate Online.
what was that?
Yeah, so you really gotta watch for dash attack. It's just such a good burst option that I have. Oh wow, that was sick. Okay.
Ah, I'm dead.
Yeah, and I think you should be playing this matchup with the thought of like, don't get hit by Patui at any cost. Like, even just shielding it could be risky, because that was a shield break setup that you just barely got out of. Yeah, that's that.
All right. Very cool.
And because I am Kerbooples, you really have to watch for the random up smashes. That was really good. That was really well done.
Yay! I did a funny.
I don't think that was funny. I think that was just cool. Oh, I will say, Big D does have a set against a Piranha Plant. And if you watch that, you will see that he just, like, every time he touches the Piranha Plant, I lose a stock. The Piranha Plant loses a stock. I think it's Uber that he plays. I will say, I don't think Uber played, with his game plan around the Patui very much, which you will not see from very many Piranha Plants, the very few that you will see. Aw, man. I was hoping the pink one would come to me. Okay, again, very good way of dodging the down B, just not approaching. I should probably stop doing it since you caught on.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
scary.
you know what? Another thing
Oh,
I'm
my
noticing
wife's
is that
dead.
you're just kind of cornering yourself, and that leads you to be in like really bad situations like this. Dang.
Oh.
I think the up smash percent for Ices is about 147 without rage.
Okay, yeah.
So you guys are light, are like light and midweights, right?
I
So pretty
think
light.
so.
So that is something you have to keep in mind too. Up smash percents, or sorry, up throw percents. I mean up smash percents. It's like 60 if it's charged. So
Okay.
pretty much always assume you're
It's
an up
so
smash
hard to
percents.
up tilt Piranha Plant just because of the way the dude's shape. It's like thin.
Yeah,
It's
his
very
body shape
awkward.
is weird, so it can make things awkward. All right, Xander, you're up.
All right.
Same thing with Joker too.
You want Piranha Plant?
Yeah, sure. I'm looking for
Everybody
more
wants-
like general advice, so just anyone you're good at.
Okay. Well, the thing is, like, the reason I don't really want to go Piranha Plant that much is because he's such a different character you have to fight than everyone else.
Right.
So, like, usually I go with, so I could go a different character that's just more standard. I was thinking Lucina I could use Game Watch would even be more standard.
Yeah, Lucina sounds good.
I'll try Lucina. This used to be my, oh, and, what about stages? Any particular stages you want to go?
Anything's good.
Anything's good. Let's see. As Joker, you probably don't want to go. Who am I kidding? Joker's good on every stage. Doesn't really matter, does it? Let's just go small battlefield.
Sure.
I don't think I've played Lucina on small battlefield yet. My Lucina is gonna be really rusty. It's been a while,
Okay.
but this will be better because, like, you know, the way you play against Piranha Plant is going to be different than the way you play against every other character. But the way you play against Lucina will probably be more standard and more like the way you play against other characters.
Right. And I do like struggle with sorties sometimes. Just the range on their moves.
Steven, that is very true. Hey, Kerb.
What?
Do you only play flat characters and plants?
Pretty much. Before I was the Piranha Plant main, I was just a Lucina Game Watch player. So. Dang it. I expected to spot that. That was good. I like that play. You don't want to get too greedy against, well, there are some sorties you can get pretty greedy against and not have to worry about too much, but Lucina is not one of them.
Okay. I do go for
Yeah.
edge guards a lot more than I think I should.
Well, I mean, edgeguarding with Joker is just so strong, like when he has Arsene and stuff, but, you know, you gotta make sure never to overcommit, because Joker is like, ledge trapping can be really good too, right?
Right. That's something I'm not too good at, so I don't go for it very often.
Yeah, so like right there, that was a really greedy, edgeguard right there, because I was very close to just, that was good. I was very close to just backering you and being dead, right?
Right, I was so far down there.
Yeah. Speaking of greedy edge guards, that was really bad of me.
That goes backwards.
No, you just got a weird hitbox of it. That's not normal, but sometimes it happens. Yeah,
Back air.
That was really bad.
Nice,
Oh,
nice back air.
I lost my jump. I played that badly. Okay, so the first thing I'll mention is yeah, with edge guarding, you have to be super careful. Obviously, Joker's edge guarding is incredible, but
Right.
you have to make sure that you're comfortable edge guarding the character that you're going up against. Lucina is not a super easy character to edge guard, just because of the speed of the up B and the invincibility of it. I think you're much better off, if I'm recovering low, you're much better off just staying on stage, holding shield, and just waiting for my ledge get up option.
Okay.
So I don't know how much of it you noticed in that last game, but the way I was ledge trapping you is pretty similar to a way that you can ledge trap as Joker. So like, for example, don't hit me yet, but like if you're just standing at the ledge and holding shield, that's already an amazing ledge trapping option. Because what are you gonna do against this? Well, you can't get up attack because I'm just gonna shield that. You can't neutral get up because I can just grab that. You can't roll because I can just back air. And you can't jump because I could just do this or I could just follow you, right?
Okay.
On the ground. So it covers pretty much every get up option with the exception of just staying at the edge. So
Right.
even just doing this is an incredible ledge trap, right?
Okay.
It applies so much pressure and really punishes impatience at the ledge.
Just right at the edge, like right here.
Not even right at the edge, like just here, like in between a roll. Oops, in between a roll and the ledge. So between this point and this point, somewhere here.
Okay.
Somewhere where you can make sure that you will get hit by get up attack.
Right. I feel like I get clipped by a lot of moves when I'm ledge
Yeah.
trapping.
So like when I up B like that, you are gonna get hit by the. Oops, that was bad. You are gonna get hit if you're standing here and not holding shield. That's why you hold shield.
Okay.
All right, let's give it a go.
Okay.
I was just running out the time so I could time you out.
It's a galaxy brain strat.
My goal is not to win this. My goal is to coach you. Yeah, you're catching me holding shield a lot. I should not let you get away with that. Right, so like, see there, like, the key to ledge trapping is not doing something. Sometimes it's just, oh, that was really bad. I didn't mean to do that. It's just not doing anything that could be really good.
So just the pressure of being there.
Yeah,
makes
the
it
pressure
something
of
dumb.
being there and doing just simple movements is part of really good ledge trapping. And I will say, when it comes to ledge trapping, don't do it with the thought of going for a kill. If you are just keeping them off stage, you're winning. That's the only goal when ledge trapping. You can get a kill eventually, just by doing the same thing over and over. Yeah, so that was a pretty greedy edge guard right there.
I would have just been better ledge trapping you probably.
Yeah, so like right there, like this is like that's really powerful ledge trapping that didn't work there. Because you timed a get up option correctly. And see, just like that, so I got you because I was holding shield to ledge, and I just punished whatever you did because you got impatient at the ledge.
Okay.
So
And you're
that's
mostly
just how-
reacting, or are you
Oh, I'm
guessing?
just reacting. I'm reacting. Yeah.
Okay.
And I've taken reaction tests before. My reaction time's pretty awful.
Mine too.
You do not need good reaction time to really to be good at ledge trapping. Ryan is another example. His reaction time is honestly not great. He just knows what to do. Oh shoot. So yeah, the other thing you can do is Joker to ledge trap. I'll tell you after this game.
Sure.
Because I'm about to win. No, I'm kidding. So you probably saw that I was going for.
Oops.
Were you meaning to go on the platform and shielding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you probably noticed that at the edge of the, I'm using just a lot of short hop nair.
Yeah.
Right. The reason I do it is because it's a great way of catching jumps, and it's a great way of hitting neutral get-ups, and it's pretty legless. So even if you rolled or neutral get-up at the right time, I can still punish it.
Okay. I feel like Joker's Nair does the same kind of thing.
I would not suggest Joker's Nair, because that one you can trade with pretty easily. I would suggest Joker's back air. Joker's back air, you can do the same thing. If you watch people like MK Leo, right, you will see him doing a lot of like back airs, just like this. Except you can do it a lot faster with your Joker. Yeah, just doing like that at the edge. So go ahead and try it on the other edge.
Okay.
Just doing a lot of short hop back airs, full hop back airs. You could do 2 back airs before you land, right?
With the short hop or the full hop?
Full hop. Oh no? Okay. But yeah, just doing...
I'm doing it wrong.
But yeah, doing stuff like that. Doing stuff like that is so good. You just gotta be wary of your timing and your spacing to make sure that you do it just outside of get-up attack. Right? And that can be really hard to go up against. Thanks for hitting me while I was trying to teach you.
Here, you take it back.
What a
Sorry.
deep children's
No, it's
party
fine.
game.
I really don't care. That was good. That was me getting greedy. Yeah, you also gotta be careful about using guns off stage because, pretty easy to just edge guard those when you're a character like Lucina.
Right. It's a bad habit of mine.
That was really good. I like that.
Thank you.
Very quick tomahawk. Very good option.
I'm trying to do more of those. Because I land on people with aerials so much, they always hold shield on me. So when I tomahawk,
Yeah,
it
people
usually
will
works
hold
out.
shield against Joker a lot because he can't get a lot out of grab. Doesn't have too many confirms off it. Doesn't do a lot of damage, so you can expect a lot of shields. So like that wasn't too bad, honestly. Like that way of ledge trapping, but you do gotta mix it up, right? So you're just doing like a back air landing, walking a little bit, shielding, right? Doing that kind of stuff. Oh shoot, oh bad.
I walked into that. Oops.
I kind of expected you to shield my landing, so tried to cover that. That was a good counter. And that was really good.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to spot dodge there. Well, I didn't get the confirm, but I still got the F smash anyway. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but it worked. The other thing I'm noticing is that you're landing aggressively a lot. If this was offline, I'd be going for parries on every single one of these. So you gotta really watch out for that.
Okay.
That it? Oh, are you serious? you pancake so much I can't jab you in a... Man, that would have been the game too.
Yeah, Joker's got some whack hurt boxes.
So yeah, again, that's sort of the greed. You getting a little greedy going off stage. I faded back on purpose, knowing that you were going to try and go for the backer.
Okay.
Yeah.
You waited for that, right?
Yeah. I didn't wait for a specific air dodge. I just waited for an option.
Okay.
And you know, I was expecting maybe gun, or you know, maybe you go for a back air. Maybe you use your other jump. Actually, using your other jump and fading back would have been the best edge guard there, or the best way of getting around that.
I had to jump to not die to the blast zone.
Oh, well, you could just air dodge instead.
Oh, same effect?
I think it's even better.
Okay.
Somebody can correct me on that if I'm wrong. But... Okay, let's give KK another go. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get a drink.
Okay then.
Oh wait, Steven, you're being super nice and streaming for us. If you want to hop in for some coaching or hop in for some games, I'm happy to let you. I feel bad that you're not really doing anything. Assuming you're still here. Anyway. Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah,
when I'm not being coached?
What?
I just saw everyone's muted.
Oh. Okay, KK?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, as long as you guys don't have any background noise, I don't mind you guys being muted or anything like that. But I would definitely prefer, silence other than the person I'm coaching.
Okay.
Just because, helps me focus. Okay, KK,
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I've talked to you about DK, there are... I'm sure Leon has fought some DKs. I couldn't tell you who, though.
Oh yeah, I've watched many of the replays.
Even just, like, watching other people fight DK... Oops, excuse me. Watching other people fight DK, could really help with, just learning how people deal with him. Bowser has the tools to certainly deal with DK. But you just gotta watch how people approach DK, because DK definitely has that range that pretty much beats, you know, what other character has this range that isn't projectile character?
Yeah,
Not even Lucina can.
pretty much.
Right, so you just gotta watch for that. Okay, so is there another matchup you want to talk about, or anyone you wanna, any area of your game that you want to go over?
I feel like I won't want to try DK again.
You want to try DK again?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna switch.
can I-
I'm gonna switch the colors up.
Oh,
What?
wait, let's go to the plant. Let's go to the plant.
You want the plant?
Yes.
Okay, so again, I'll talk about stages. I already mentioned this. I really don't like platforms. So tri-plats would definitely be the first thing I would ban against Bowser. Especially since I know platforms are just so good for Bowser.
Mhm.
You are going to want to avoid stages like FD against Piranha Plant. Kalos would be a really good choice for you because you have that extra platform to get you out of ledge trapping situations.
I'll go Battlefield. Also, I'm gonna switch to Lucina.
Oh, you're gonna go Lucina. Okay, well that's different. Lucina. Yeah, Battlefield would definitely be a good option for Lucina, although it probably wouldn't be my first ban, so it's pretty likely you'd be able to go here. Okay. What's the Lucina for?
Just like for certain matchups where like Bowser kind of gets just walled out, especially with like just like Patooey, just Patooey, pretty much.
I mean, I don't think Bowser is like so bad of a matchup that you know you don't want to use it against Piranha Plant. Bowser has a lot of good stuff against Piranha Plant. Lucina definitely has more, but Bowser is still like pretty good against Piranha Plant. I'm not sure what that was.
I'm not sure
This
either.
input?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm noticing right
I-
away that you are
yeah.
landing and shielding all the time. And I'm
Yeah,
just grabbing you
I'm
every
pretty.
time.
Yeah, I buffered a spot dodge there because I wanted to mix it up, but
You should
guess I
try
wasn't fast enough.
landing more aggressively with stuff like Nair. Nair is pretty legless and hard to punish. That was a good counter.
I just use it to stall myself in the air more than just like actually counter.
Well, that has a lot of lag, so I wouldn't suggest using it for that. I would suggest actually using it in the case where you predict an edge guard or something.
What?
That was a nice attempt, but I think for edge guards you really want to go for stuff like fair or back air because they're a lot more likely to hit. Oh, that's
What?
a shame. I think you went too low there.
I just wanted to avoid the patooey.
Yeah. You have invincibility in your up B, so you could probably just up B through it if you time it right.
Ah, okay. Didn't space that upper well to cover the whole platform.
That was good. Yeah, so I'm noticing that you're kind of letting me get away with going back to stage 3. Good spot dodge.
Yep.
So my first advice to you is, I think you should stick with one character as your main, and then work on just focusing on getting good at the game with that character. And then once you've gotten to a certain point, right, once you're like sort of higher level, then I would start worrying about matchups. But even Bowser, I don't think there's a matchup in the game that is just so bad for Bowser that you couldn't make it work. Bowser's just that good of a character. There are definitely some ridiculously hard matchups with him. Like,
Ice Climbers is stupid hard.
nah, probably not. You do have to worry about stuff like infinites, but Bowser would be so good at just dealing with a neutral, it'd be really hard for the Ices to even get a hit in. But that's just how a lot of Bowser's matchups go.
It's just like
Right.
sometimes I space the forward air to hit the Ice Climbers, but then they turn around, hit Nana, and then Popo gets just free damage.
Well, then you have to be really careful with how you fare, right? I also think with
Yeah, I
Bowser,
guess so.
you want to stay grounded as Bowser. You don't want to approach just by going in and faring a lot, because that has some decent lag, but also, you know, your grounded moves are so much better for neutral, right? Right? I'm not seeing you just use a lot of jabs or using a lot of F-tilt. F-tilt's really good. Down tilt can even be really good against shield. Yeah, just doing that is so good as Bowser. Yeah, and I'd advise against trying to land with Dare a lot. You're better off just empty landing onto a platform or something.
Ah, I didn't mean to do it. Oh,
No.
what?
Oh, okay. Hopefully that's not me. Okay, so
Oh, I thought that would be punishable.
what would be punishable?
Like, thought I could punish with down B, but I guess not. So
Punish
keep that.
what move? I forget.
I
What move was it?
forgot what it was too. All
There's
I
not very
remember
much
that
Piranha's going to be doing that you are going to be able to punish with down B. Up smash, maybe? Yeah, that was risky. Yeah,
Okay.
and again, you know, landing with those dares is really hurting you. I think your better bet is just to stay grounded and focus on just focusing on just getting those punches in and just sort of poking at my shield neutral. Because you have ways as Bowser to avoid getting those trades with Poogi that I mentioned to switch earlier. Right? F tilt will do it. Jab by not bouncing. Okay. Oh, and the other thing is F tilt's so good at catching me at the edge or two framing. If you angle it downwards. Down tilt's also really good at it. And this is where Bowser really struggles. Yeah, if you had just landed on the platform there, you wouldn't. Oh wow, that did that.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I meant to land on the platform, but
You're at 219. This is absurd. This is very losable. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so like right there would have been a good time to go for a down tilt or. That's it. Okay.
no.
Watch the peeking. Okay?
Here. I think I did really well at the end, just like ledge trapping. But okay, I'm gonna have to take note of that.
Piranha is just not very good at getting off the edge.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Battlefield, and I want to kind of compare that to FD just to show you why I think platforms are just a lot better than what you're making use of.
Okay.
So we'll switch stage, go back to Bowser, and we'll sort of compare that. So that was like last hit, last stock that you took me to, and now we'll see how you do with without platforms.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, well, that was a good back air, but I do not like you going for that down B at the ledge. It would have been much better and much less riskier to just go for a down tilt or an F tilt. So like right there would have been a great time to go for one of those down hooks.
Oh, I forgot about that. I can't deal with that.
I told you not to do it and it worked. Bad example.
I noticed that I noticed that you were going for ledge jump often, so.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not like a horrible option or anything like that, but it's risky, and you want to usually go for safer things. So anyway, shoot. So like, you notice that you were ahead a whole stock, and you started off the game very strong, but I managed to take a whole stock back because you were unable to get back on stage. And you know, that whole stock probably would have you probably would have been able to save that stock with the platform next to the edge.
Yeah, I
Since
feel
you
like
would've been able to
platform.
upbeat to it, right? Even if
Platform
I was able
does
to punish,
save me.
even if I was able to punish it, right? You would have still been able to save the stock. With Bowser, I mean, this is true in a lot of cases, but with Bowser in particular, it's really true that you don't care about taking damage that much because you're so heavy that you're just not going to have to worry about dying until you're at a really high percent. Like that one stock where you made it well past 200, right? It's more about making sure you don't lose your stocks that's important. And Bowser's a character that can really take advantage of rage and stuff, right? So that's stuff you really gotta watch out for. Okay, let's bring Switch back in.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Switch, do you want the Piranha Plant again? Stevo? Stevo, you want the Piranha Plant? Oh yeah, and like a lot of the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, nothing.
Okay, I was just gonna say a lot of the advice that I'm giving about Piranha Plant, it applies to a lot of you guys too, right?
Yeah.
Right. When I'm talking about like trading with Patui and the stages, right? Doesn't matter what character you are, right? If I'm going Battlefield as Piranha Plant, I'm gonna have a harder time getting those trades in, and that's why I really don't like that stage. There are advantages to Battlefield that I haven't talked about with ledge trapping, and you've probably seen me do it a couple times where I use the Patui to just barely roll off the platform, and that's a really strong ledge trap. And that is a nice advantage, but I mean, for me personally, I think a ledge trapping is strong enough on a stage like FD, where I don't have platforms and stuff. So, okay, so you want the Piranha Plant, I'm guessing, right?
I was thinking about Palutena too.
Oh, you want the Palutena?
Can Steve play?
Steven, you down to do a few matches? Well, I can also like just give advice and you could just focus on playing. I'll just spectate. Because Palutena is a matchup I personally feel pretty comfortable in. Although on Wi-Fi it's harder because pairing is so important in the matchup.
I feel comfortable like with Mario, but I just wanna. I don't know. I like
Switch. I'd suggest the same thing to you as I suggested to KK, where just worry about playing one character until you get to like. I mean, it's kind of hard since we're all online right now. It's Steven, did you ever turn off the stage? Okay.
Hey, it's a good stage.
Real quick, we need to talk about legalizing this stage. I'm all for it. I think it's dope.
Same here.
I
I
also
think
think
it's
it's
I
dope.
think it's cool.
Oh, it doesn't. Well, I guess you want to go PS2.
Yeah, PS2 is fine.
I want that stage, and I want Castle Siege and WarioWare and Yoshi's Brawl.
Okay, crazy.
What Skyworld?
That's my dream future.
Sky.
Sure,
I-
Skyworld, why not?
No. Several reasons. Several reasons why not. Okay.
But Spring Stadium is my number one that I want legal right now.
It actually, yeah, it actually looks legal. Like,
So,
It's kinda
as
like
for stages against
natural.
Palutena, for me personally, I would never let Palutena go to a triplat. I do not want to get nared for 60%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, Palutena's juggle game is just insane when she has platforms. So, giving her a little bit of.
I love how the
room to
viewers
jump
drop
around
as soon as the
possible.
Palutena card starts playing.
The view-
I had 6, now it's down to 3. Oh, Palutena! I'm out of here. I don't want to see that.
I'm not gonna get advice on how to beat Curb's plant. I'm out. The plant will come back, guys.
What is this boring character?
Yeah, like everyone in chat is complaining about Spring Stadium. Because of the propellers at the top and how you can tech off it.
I'm thinking like how I should play. Cause like I could like do this thing.
So you're wondering like how you play the matchup? The thing about Palu is that
Just in general, cause I guess there are multiple ways. Like you can play Sing to like how big Vita is, right? And then there was kind of my own way that I made, where it was like
right.
kind of like playing like Mario, whereas like you launch an icicle, right, and then you see how they react, and then you react to that.
Fine strategy, but doing that all the time can get pretty easy to catch
Yeah,
on to.
exactly. So
And also, you know, you can just do stuff that you just can't punish, right? Mario's fireball is a little different because of the angle it sends at and the speed of Mario. It can make it much easier to catch on to whatever your opponent's doing, but Ices don't really have that privilege. So I think what you need to focus on here is making sure that you parry Palutena's landings as much as possible, especially stuff like Fair and Bear, because Palutena will go for those almost all the time, trying to space those, and you need to give yourself as much frame data. Yeah, like that. You need to give yourself as much frame data as possible to punish those. So there isn't very much room to do so, even without it, or even with it, I should say.
Objection.
You don't want to give Palutena a lot of space, because Palutena has, you know, moves like that, Explosive Flame, and the Auto Reticle. I'm sure
Yeah,
that he has... What was that, KK?
The Ice Climbers only have one frame to parry both of them together.
Well, it doesn't matter if one of them gets hit. It's just a matter of, like, you need to make
Oh,
sure that...
okay.
Like, if you're able to punish Palutena, it doesn't really matter that Nana gets hit because
I can go for
you
it.
know, it's not gonna die. Yeah, so like I said, can you guys mute your mics when I'm not coaching, just so that way it's easier for me to talk to Switch directly? Thank you. Okay, so yeah, using the Sister Twister is always a great idea against just about anyone. Very hard to punish, no matter even a character as good as Palutena. Yeah, and you really need to. So those are the edge guards that I was talking about with Palutena. That's why I really advise against triplats. I should say, at the same time of like Palutena is able to juggle you forever, Palutena isn't that great at landing. She has back air, which is fantastic at landing, but you have the very unique thing where you can hit from below really powerfully. Not a lot of characters have that option. So you are able to juggle Palutena pretty good, and you have things that can hit at a bit of range, like your freezing. Yeah, like that move. That's a great way of catching landings as well.
Oop. We did. Get never mind.
You need to really watch out and make sure you don't corner yourself when you take a stock.
lag.
That's the kind of approaches you need to go for. just against any character, with a couple exceptions, but against Palutena, that's a perfectly good way of pressuring you with the shield and just getting in on Palutena without having to get punished too hard. Like, see, he couldn't do anything about that, and you were like miles away.
Oh, I missed.
The other thing I'm noticing about your play switch is that it's similar to Xander in that you're not really going for a lot of ledge trapping, right? Like you just right there, you just let Stevo kind of get on for free.
I footstool Nana.
The footstool off Nana has to be up there. Oh, that would have been the sickest thing. Okay, that's it? Oh, I thought that would be it. Good shot at the parry.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Oh.
I'm dead.
I think you could have upbeat there. I think Nana was close enough, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's kind of it really depends.
So yeah, Stevo can probably tell you better than I can, but Stevo, other than triplats, what stages does Palutena like?
Okay, that really depends on the character, to be honest. Like, Final Destination is probably her worst stage, like technically. But Palutena also will like Town, will like PS2, will like Battlefield. It really just entirely depends on the matchup.
In general, it seems like Palutena just really likes platforms, right?
Yeah, she does. Yeah. FD would probably be her worst because it gives her less options to land.
So something like Kalos would also
Yeah.
be similar.
Like
I'm guessing.
what would Ice Climbers be looking for? Like not thinking about the matchup, like what the other one's like. What kind of stages is Ice Climbers looking for?
Ice climbers really don't like big stages because you need to be able to do this stuff that Switch is doing really nicely. So having places to run away to can be a big problem. I can't imagine Big D doesn't have Palutena XP, but I couldn't think of a Palutena he's played. I don't know if there's any in BC. I'm sure there is one. I mean, there's definitely one on Vancouver Island, but that's a different region. Where Big D's from. Oh, that's a shame. See, like right there, using that up air to catch Palutena's landings is just so good. I mean, the move to catch anyone's landings is just... That move is insane. People don't realize it. It does like 20-something%. It's really busted. But yeah, right now what you're doing is you're really suffocating the Palutena. Palutena does not have really good get-off-me options, right? Once you're in on her, it can be really difficult for Palu to get you off. By the way, Steve, if I ever say anything wrong about Palutena, please correct me.
You're pretty much fine.
And as somebody like Ice Climbers, right, you have tools like the Sister Twister or, yeah, your Freezy. I don't know what that move's called, actually. Side B. Yeah, and obviously you have incredible grab confirms that can really scare the Palutena. So Palu... I mean, most characters against Ice are going to do this, but you gotta worry about playing Candy against you and just not wanting you to get in. Because everyone knows how dangerous a given once you are. When it comes to getting back on stage, I would just... You can react to Explosive Flame by listening to the sound of it. The sound comes out before the flame does, I think. So you can just listen for it and then just air dodge as soon as you hear it. right there. That is unfortunate.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and this is Steve-O making great use of the bear.
Yeah.
When you're trying to deal with Palutena's bear, don't try to challenge it. You'll never beat it. I mean, best case scenario is you'll trade with it slightly, but that's even then, that's really
Oops.
unlikely.
Yeah, man.
You're much better off just going up. Wow, God, that's so good. You're much better off going for parry or just not even bothering punishing. Just worrying about whatever she does next. Even if she does that up close, it seems really safe on shield. I couldn't tell you the exact frame data on it, but okay. Give it one more go. I would say maybe try a different stage. I think that stage actually seems quite rough for ICs. I mean, the whole matchup is going to be rough for ICs, but I think that stage, I think you could probably find a better stage on PS2 that you're pretty likely to go on.
Like one that's good for me.
One that's better. I don't know if there's a stage that I would say ICs just beats Palutena on, but
Well, I'd say like
I think you could probably do better than PS2. PS2 seems like a
me,
good
like,
counterpick for Stevo more than anything. Because you're not going to let him ever go to Battlefield. Actually, I don't know. Stevo, would Battlefield be so bad? You can't really run away. And spam.
It'd probably maybe be even. Battlefield's also very good for Palutena as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. You trade off being able to run away with really good platform stuff. Yeah, maybe I would just avoid that. Yoshi's could be okay. I don't know how worried Steve-O is about blast zones and
you
also
have
the
to be
platforms
careful
too.
about being juggled on Yoshi's story, pretty much on any character.
Yeah,
because
that's
you can
the
die very, very early. That's
Yeah.
also can be part of a problem on small Battlefield, the lower platforms.
Oh, is it? Okay.
The slightly lower platform can cause that.
Oh yeah. So does Palu really like small Battlefield?
I haven't really played too much of it, but yeah, probably. Which likes PS2, and it's roughly the same dimensions and platforms.
Then my suggestion would probably be something like Kalos. Would be a good. Would probably be a much better stage for ICs.
for ICs.
Kalos.
Alright.
Kalos gives Palutena a hard time landing. It gives you an
maybe?
easier
I
time
don't know.
getting off ledge. But I mean, it's also hard because Palutena is just so good that even she can
It gives
make
me
use
more.
of that stage
It gives
as
me
well.
more room to run away though as well, which I should probably be doing more of that as we're playing. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
the
was
thing
gonna
with
say
Ice Climbers is,
Smashville
like-
might be really good.
Yeah, I
Smashville
was
could be
gonna
really
say
good too.
Smashville.
I mean, you have that grab to F smash confirm, and on Smashville that'd be ridiculous. And Palutena doesn't have room to run around. So how about try a game on Smashville? See how it goes.
sure. Find it. SBF moved everything around.
Give Smashville one more go, and then we'll switch it up and we'll put Xander in.
I'll just select random and then switch. You just select
Oh.
that. You just select Smashville.
Okay, cool.
And I'll try to play a little bit more lane this time because that's what I'm supposed to be doing instead of just trying to hit you.
How to win against Ice Climbers? Just play lane and you win the game.
It's true. Play lane, win
It's-
games.
that's
How do you think
literally
I
it.
get away with beating you? gotta hold that Patui until somebody runs into it. That's how I beat everyone.
Yeah, you just gotta camp me out with projectiles.
That's
Like,
the
just
real
run away
secret.
from me constantly. That's the secret against Ice Climbers.
It really is. It's why ICs can really struggle against a lot of characters. But then also ICs can do this. Yeah, and that's the quickest you manage to get a combo like that off on Stevo, because he just doesn't have anywhere to go. So it's so much easier to get those setups. Yeah, and there you go, you just did it. That should be stock. Yeah. God, I cannot wait for you to start playing offline so we can see you make PR with these ICs combos. So sick. I can't wait.
Man.
I want us to have an ICs on PR. We've had so many players almost made ICs, and then none of them did, and then you come on with these amazing combos. Sick. Okay.
Well, that was my. I guess that was my original intention.
I mean, yeah, you're already doing way better, and I think the stage is part of it. Unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, and then this could be how the combo starts.
And then we only got Nana. He kind of fell up because I was thinking both of them.
I mean, hey, that's percent on that. Now you take it. Ooh, just barely off. That's it. Yeah, so I would really suggest watching Big D's VODs.
Yeah, I've watched.
You definitely have a lot of good combo setups and stuff, and that really carries you in matches and stuff. I'm not saying that as like a bad thing, like, oh, you're carried by combos, but like, that's just how Icy's are.
I just my neutral game kind of sucks.
And which is why I would really suggest you really analyze Big D's VODs, because Big D is a player that is so good in neutral, and he really knows how to play the game.
Yeah, I just feel like if I watch more of those videos and combine that with all the crazy desync stuff.
Yeah, I mean anyone can get their combo game better, and anyone can practice tech, but it's a different thing altogether to work on your neutral game, working on your play, right? Working on how to get out of disadvantage, working on character matchups, right? It's different altogether. And we've already seen Stevo bring it back just because you get blown up in neutral and then you can't really get back. So I think that's the main thing I would suggest you work on.
I'm also just playing One More Patient.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, man.
That's
Well,
unfortunate.
Like, would
Try
you
to-
like one more game because of that unfortunate ending, or is that it?
It's up to
I think we should go to Xander. He hasn't played in a long time.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. All right,
Sorry,
well,
it's gotta end like that. Switch.
yeah,
I don't mind waiting if you want to do one more. Up to you.
Switch. You want to do one more then?
yeah, sure, might as well.
Alright, actually, you guys do one more. I'm just gonna use the washroom real quick.
I think one thing I was noticing on Smashville, though, I was kind of like cornering you a lot easier because like you run out of real estate a lot faster.
Yeah, I keep running away. That's a thing that I do.
It can be difficult
Like,
for
set up
like
again.
ice climbers to approach Palatino as well, though. But I guess we're back on
Yeah, so
Smashville.
I feel like once I get in, I should like just keep going.
I tried to only grab you, but I got that. How are you DIing the down throw?
I guess away. I don't.
Yeah, way is good.
I haven't really paid attention.
I'm not entirely sure what the percent is for ice climbers on down throw backer. It might just work there. I was asking because I'm hitting it kind of late, but it might just work. I mean, there's some. Oops. didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that was a great option because Stevo was standing at the ledge. He was expecting you to go to the ledge with something like an upbeat, and so. But even though you did something that he didn't expect, he could have just he just reacted to it and just punished it hard there. So doing something like that where you go on stage instead of going to the ledge on recovery, you would only want to do if you are sure. If you were sure that your opponent is going to go off stage to try and hit you from down low.
Man, just dealing with space is really
This is where we're seeing, right? I mean, those ice climber combos, they're obviously going to win you games. But when you're in like a tournament setting where you're playing, best of 3 or best of 5 sets, people are going to catch on to those, and people who are better than you at neutral, at keeping advantage, are the ones who are going to be taking more of the games than not. So that's why it's so important that you need to make sure that you really work on your neutral game, your approaching, know how to get out of disadvantage.
No,
That is-
that's
Alright.
okay.
Alright, we had a bit of a long session for Switch, so I'll make sure that the next one for poogi and KK are a little bit longer.
Yeah,
Anyone else want Palutena?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
Xander,
take her.
You want?
you'll take Palu?
Do you want Palutena for that? Okay.
Alright, you can play Xander, then I'll watch. Pretty much everything I said still stands. Hopefully I'm loud enough. I just realized I was away from my mic, but
Yeah, you're fine.
okay.
Like, who wants to
There's
smoke?
ever
Yeah,
a
who
point
wants,
where you guys
who wants
can't
to
hear me or
Palutena?
something.
And how are the levels for the other like everyone?
Which is a little quiet.
I could probably bring him up a little bit. Like, I'm pretty sure I can do like individual volume on people. Everyone's
Jack
audible.
can let us know though.
Okay. Oh, we're still on. We didn't talk about stages. I guess we can just do Smashville.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I mean, Joker and Paolo are both good on every stage. I would just suggest ban Triplats as Joker, and then wherever else will probably be okay. Unlike Ices, you have the speed to really catch up with Palutena to avoid her camping. Alright, so the first thing I'm noticing right away is that you are going for a lot of aerials, trying to hit Palutena. Now, as Joker, going for aerials is really good because you just have amazing aerials, right? When you're playing against my Piranha Plant, for example, going for aerials is not a bad way to go. But Palutena has aerials that are incredibly difficult to challenge.
Right.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. She has one aerial that's incredibly difficult to challenge.
Oh darn! I keep getting second jab.
Fair can also be difficult to not trade with. But Joker, that's not too big of a problem when you have Arson. But yeah, you really want to... I think staying grounded is really important against Palutena.
Okay.
And,
I'm not sure what I'm
switch
doing when I'm playing grounded though. I don't know what I'm looking for.
What you're looking for is you're looking to catch landings. Palutena is going to
Okay.
go for a lot of aerials, and
Are you
because
using gun there just to like propel yourself a bit forward?
Yeah, you get like a little bit of distance
Okay.
if you do it.
You have to be careful, especially against certain characters when you're doing that. Because I just kind of waited
Yeah.
until like in between shots and I just threw the arrow.
Yeah, it should be more of like a last resort, I think.
I think you're using guns just way too often on stage to the point where it becomes predictable and people just go ahead and edgeguard you.
Off stage?
Joker, yeah, off stage. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Right.
Yeah, from
Yeah, I
playing
think
for
so
any
too.
senses with you, that's something I noticed as well. You use gun a lot. I'm not always the best at punishing it, but okay, I shouldn't have done for that. That's not true.
Yeah, and again, this is another example where you should really focus on ledge trapping because Palutena has a great recovery, that could be really difficult to punish his Joker, unless you just happen to know the timings really, really well. You're much better off, it's much safer to just stay on stage, and then work on keeping Palutena at disadvantage, as opposed to, going for like an edge guard kill.
Okay.
It depends.
So-
Palatena's recovery is pretty good, but at the same time, remember that I have no hitbox. So if you can put me in a
Yes,
position...
that is true. You have no hitbox, but you can. I could be wrong about this with teleporting recoveries, but if you're above ledge and you teleport to the ledge, you have no frames where you can be hit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
If Palutena recovers high and goes down, you cannot two-frame her.
Yeah, but you can if she recovers from below.
Yeah.
But again, that's also staying on stage and keeping her disadvantage. Something like down tilt could probably be okay. What is that move called? The side B? Iha?
Oh yeah, Iha.
Eha and Aegon. It's Aegon when he has Earth End.
I'm
I'm sorry, I actually have played Persona 5, so I know the names of them.
So have I, and it's a little bit shameful that I don't know it. But
There's like a
using that
million
move-
spells in that game. I don't
using
blame you.
that move to cover the ledge is really good too.
Cool.
But more importantly than not, right? Palutena.
Be careful when I'm
No.
facing the back. Like, you're not gonna die there,
Yeah.
and like throwing out an aerial.
Yeah, I would say like it's so good. Joker's ledge trapping is so good, and I think you would be much better off going for that more often than when you go for edge guards. Not to
Okay.
say that you should never go for edge guards. There are obviously amazing times where you can just take stocks going for edge guards. But yeah, what Stevo did just right there, where he down tilted to catch a 2-frame and then went for a punish, right?
Yeah.
You could do that kind of stuff with Joker, right? You could
What
go
do I
for...
two-frame with?
Yeah, Joker actually cannot two-frame too well. That's the problem.
Does
sometimes.
down tilt not...
I think if he has Arsene, yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Arsene.
But
Can you angle F tilt with Joker?
I don't know if it goes that low.
Oh, okay.
You can angle it down, but it's still like above the ground.
It might be possible because Nair has 2 hits to two-frame her that way, but you have to be careful. Like that's also giving up stage control.
Okay.
A bit of a general like Palutena anti-Palutena thing is if you have a long-lasting aerial that if you watch me play a Jackson or any Peach really, what a lot of them will do. Well, actually, wait, we can discuss the stage first. What a lot of them will do is they'll float like by the ledge and then they'll just nair, and that will just constantly like two-frame.
Okay, I think for me I'd want to do probably down air, because I can jump back onto stage while I down air.
Yeah, down air might be good if you want to attempt to a two-frame there.
I think Nair might be a lot safer and easier to hit with.
You could try
But
that.
you do have a lot of lag.
You could try that.
I could.
Nair's
I'm just
also-
worried
Nair's
about,
also kind of slow, isn't it? Frame 12. It's
Yeah,
long-lasting.
it's low, and then if I'm nairing, I have to be off stage.
Yeah.
Like I could dare and then jump right back onto stage in the same motion.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Yeah, and then the key is once Stevo is on the ledge, it's a matter of not letting him back on. That's what I really want to emphasize.
Okay.
Because once Stevo's at the ledge, you tend to let him get on for pretty free, either because you went for an edge guard and missed, or you're just not pressuring him enough at the ledge.
When I play Krill, actually, like what will usually happen against me, like how he's actually getting a lot of his damage is he's just not letting me get back onto the stage. And I'm pretty sure I have VODs against him if you want to watch like that specifically, that matchup, like probably from a year ago at this point because we haven't had anything online, but offline. But and even just when I'm playing Joker, even just kind of shielding by the ledge.
Yes.
Joker can actually like catch a lot of stuff just with like down air or neutral air.
Okay.
Because I'm starting to pick up Joker myself, and that's what I've been doing for ledge trapping, and like I've been getting a good amount of success with it. And
Actually,
actually,
the ledge is broken.
I know you guys can't see chat. Maybe actually you guys could just go to my channel and pop up the chat, so it's not like streaming at the same time. But what May says is her game plan against Palo is to always try to stay grounded as much as you can until I'm hesitant to use aerials, and then punishing my empty hops. Because Palutena's gonna be jumping a lot. That's where she's getting a lot of her things. She doesn't really have very good grounded moves, so just keep that in mind as well.
Okay.
You mentioned that you aren't sure what to do as Joker when you're grounded.
Yeah.
I think the main things are you just kind of want to poke at the Palutena who's on the ground. So, like, Palutena, what is she going to do when she's grounded? She's going to shield, maybe jab, go for a dash attack, go for grabs.
And even just movement is actually not that bad. It can be it can be difficult to actually hit Joker because his run is so low to the ground when he's actually like dashing.
Yeah, it is.
Like for example, if you're kind of dashing around, against a lot of characters, if someone's dashing around, I can just pop out auto reticle and hit them. If Joker's actually going towards, though, he's actually so low to the ground that he will just go right against it. He won't get clipped by it, and that's a free punish. Of course, that's something I'm aware of when I'm fighting Jokers, but...
I was going to say, the other thing about just running around is that you're putting pressure on your opponent without doing anything, right? If you're just running around and, sort of running back and forth, maybe walking, doing that kind of stuff, your opponent, they're worried about you doing something because you have some really good options out of run that you can do. Stuff like sliding F-tilt is an amazing option. Just running up dash attacking can be really good if your opponent is not ready for it, and it's a kill move, right? And then doing stuff like just running up grabbing, or running up empty hopping grabbing, or running up back airing, right? Doing that kind of stuff to really mix up your opponent is why Joker's so good as a character.
Okay.
That's part of why Joker's so good as a character, right? Now, most of your game plan revolves around just using aerials. And online, that's really good because who's going to be able to parry stuff online? But when you are... Right, but I think working on your grounded game is probably the best advice I can give you right now.
Okay.
And just working on, mixing up your approaches and how you want to play. So go ahead and do this next game with Stevo and really focus on staying grounded. Try to avoid, try to consciously think about not challenging Palutena's aerials, and just see how you do.
Yeah, that's when I was watching all the marbles, that's one thing I was noticing a lot when you played that Palutena in singles, is that he was getting like a ton of like neutral air stuff, mostly because you were like jumping a lot, like.
Yeah, I get clipped by it a lot.
Yeah.
So I just want to catch your landings, and I want to, if you stay grounded, at that point I can approach you on the ground.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
yeah, what stage would you like this one? Or should I just pick random and let you select it?
Anything's fine. FD?
Sure.
Yeah, give FD a try just so you can focus on grounded stuff. You don't have platforms to worry about. You don't have any anything Palisade could really make use of. So just give FD a try just to work on your grounded stuff.
Sure.
Okay, we'll do a couple games, then we'll go to KK.
Okay.
Alright, do this. Whoop. Today I learned pressing start just makes it go random, okay.
Yeah, and taught me that.
There we go. I hope I get this. What the stage I selected?
It's gonna be the arm stage again.
No, I actually selected a stage, so it shouldn't be that.
Oh, I got the stage power up.
I gave it to you too, so let's see.
I really want to jump.
Like, just doing that, so good. And notice, the moment you jumped, you got punished.
True.
Like, it just shows just how good Joker... And that's beautiful. That's great ledge trapping. What you're doing right now. I think you're a little bit slow. Stevo could be jumping out of that, so you're just grabbing him after his neutral getup as opposed to punishing it, but overall, you're getting the ideas more.
Okay.
Right? And again, that is an example of where Palutena really thrives, is when you went for an aerial and she just used her shield to just block it. That was really close to a good ledge trapping set, but you were just a little bit far off and missed the punish.
Right, just the spacing.
Okay, you're starting to jump a lot more. Try to stay grounded.
Right, sorry, it's like a super big habit I have. It's deeply ingrained in me.
I gotta break it. You do know how to do sliding F tilt, right? Okay, you were just a little bit early on that.
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay,
No.
stop playing for a sec. You're gonna lose our send just for this, but dash forward, and then what you want to do is put your stick in the opposite direction. Oh wait, do you have tilt stick on?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So you're facing left. Dash left, and then quickly move your control stick to the right, and put your C stick to the left right after. You want to make sure that it's there you go. That was almost it, I think. There you go.
But while you're doing that, I'll switch the names over. Because what I'm doing is I do have the weekly overlay, and I'm just putting like who's ever playing.
Oh.
And then instead of having placed in bracket, I have coaching session. So.
You know, do sliding F tilt, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you show him?
Oh.
Am I doing it?
I actually have smash stick though.
Oh,
because Paladin doesn't really want to use tilts anyway.
Yeah, that was it.
So.
Yeah. So you get a little bit. Yeah, that was it. So you get a little bit of a slide, and that really helps with like as a burst option. It's really good.
Okay, so it's just like an RAR kind of same idea.
Well, it's a great way of just poking at shields from far away, because F tilt is just super safe. Not very many characters can be able to punish it. And again, that's your use of gun getting punished off stage.
Right.
So you've got a couple of those like major habits that you really want to work on.
Okay.
That's the one you're playing
again,
and you get an itchy nose. Like, oh god, I can't. Okay, you did it again too. Yeah, be careful when especially when my back is to the ledge. Be careful of going with an aerial because especially
Yeah,
I'm basically just waiting for you to
yeah, when you're fighting a character that has a very specific throw setup or combo that you know they're gonna want to go for, make sure you do everything in your power to not let them do it. Right?
Okay.
Even if it means getting hit by something else.
Right,
Because
so
if you get hit
Pally
by
wants
something else-
back throw.
Yeah, as long as you don't die, it's fine. Right? If
Okay.
Palu, you know, if you
It's
if
good to be aware
and-
with Palatine in general because Palatine has stupid long grab range. Like shoot grabbing isn't really that great in Ultimate, like in a lot of cases, but Palatina is good at it because she has
Yeah,
like
an exception.
so.
Noticing right now you're jumping a lot more and you're getting hit because of it.
Right, okay. I have to focus really hard on not jumping.
Well, that could have been a shield grab or an F tilt. See, and you just F tilted the shield, and you know Stevo couldn't really do much about it. I don't know if he might have gone for backer, but he might have messed it up. I'm not sure. There you go, and doing stuff like that, running back, dash attacking, it's so good at Joker. Because you have so many moves that are just really safe on hits. When you hit somebody's shield, or even if you whiff them, right? There's not a lot of time to punish. If you watch MK Leo play, you'll see him do that kind of stuff a lot neutral, where he'll space aerials, but also he'll play on the ground and use a lot of F tilt and dash attack to really pressure opponents.
Okay. And it's more about just the mixing up of it, right? Like, they don't know how you're going to approach, so they can't defend against it.
Joker has the ability to approach people, mix up his options, and do it all safely. Right? You can mix up your F tilts until you're able to bait out a shield.
I should have actually probably pressed the button there.
And there's plenty of sets of MK Leo fighting a Palutena named Redacted
Okay.
that you can watch.
Who says Palutena is good? She has literally no results.
True.
Time for the spin cycle. Oh,
Oh, God.
I was a little off there, but yeah, careful. I was going for the gun again.
Okay.
Because
I think after this game we'll KK on and see if he wants in on this Palu, or if he wants to fight up here.
This is also a good
Yeah,
stage.
and again, you just jumped, and Steve will punish you for it, right? So staying grounded, just running around, waiting for him to approach you, or just baiting out options like a shield there. And again, you're giving Steve-O so much room to get back on stage when he's cornered, right? You want to make sure that you keep him in
Yeah,
this
I was in the
advantage.
corner there, and you were almost like in center stage, so you don't care about
Yeah,
that.
that's like what Neo does. That's Neo's move.
Don't be Neo.
It's just, all right. You
Wait,
need to get
wait,
up
wait,
and
you
run
maybe
inside
should
the
be
stage.
Oh no, the
Oh
timeout.
no, you're gonna time out.
No, the F smash.
All right, sudden death.
Gun. Well played, well played.
All right,
Alright.
KK, you here?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Me
Do you
too.
wanna fight Palu or you wanna fight another character?
I'll fight Paul.
You'll
Alright.
fight Palu. Everyone wants to fight Palu.
It's good. Everyone should learn the Palutena matchup.
True.
Yes.
Palutena is she just seems like such a. It's the kind of top tier where it's like if you can just get exploded if you don't know what you're doing, but if you do know what you're doing, you stand a good chance no matter how bad the character is.
Oh, I
Even-
think
even
another
if
thing
you're
for
playing,
poogi
like,
as
the-
well. I do think that FD would be a good pick. Would be a good pick against Palutena. I personally probably won't let you pick it, but like just be aware of what other Palutenas are leaving open.
Yeah.
I guess is the thing.
What's good about it for
It
the
just
matchup?
it just gives me way less landing options. I think you're getting a lot more mileage off of me just like not being able to get to like back to the stage, and then a lot of times it might make me retreat to the ledge instead, and you can ledge trap me from that position.
Okay.
I probably
keep
won't
that in
keep it
mind.
open
Get out of the battle arena.
for that case, but
Sorry.
if you see others, just keep that in mind, I guess.
So yeah, Bowser against Palu.
Actually, what stage are we doing? KK, like,
Oh, I'm just gonna pick FD
okay.
just because it's.
So yeah,
I don't know. I don't
want
want to let you juggle me.
Okay. That can also let me juggle you though, so be careful of that. It's a bit of a double-edged sword finding a heavy on you're a bit too low to the
And
ground.
this could be where Bowser really struggles. Palu, especially if you're. It looks to me like you're pressing a lot of buttons right now, and I think it would be much better for you if you just kind of were just focused on more staying grounded, running around, using those tilts when he gets near you. Because, I mean, I'm not sure how F-tilt interacts with Palu's backer, but I assume it's probably
What?
pretty decent.
See, like it's like I'm catching a lot of like your landings as well.
Yeah,
That's
and-
one
and
thing
that's-
about this stage. Is that especially against a character like Bowser. Oh, it's the wrong way.
And something for KK in general is that I see him landing with down air a lot, which is not good. Sometimes it's best to just land without doing any attack. You need to sometimes land not aggressively. Go to the ledge, or just empty land onto a platform or onto the stage. This would be one of the few times where I don't think triplats is such a bad idea. Because Bowser is also fantastic at making use of the platforms with a command grab that can kill super early, and just giving him more time to land. Now Palu can still get those like nair loops and really put damage on Bowser, but again, Bowser doesn't really mind a lot of damage on him because you know he's not going to die for a very long time, so he can afford to take some damage. that being said, FD is also, it tends to be a good stage for Bowser, but with the way you're playing, you're not making use of it, right? Doing more of that kind of stuff, what you were just doing, where you're sort of running back and forth. Wow, that up there really just stopped that fire, okay. Where you're just running back and forth and using F
Yeah, good
tilt
right,
and
yeah.
jab to pressure. That's where Bowser really excels.
Oh,
And using more stuff like that. Using that down tilt to try and 2-frame is really good. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the safe. That's something a lot of players will do as a mistake against Palu, is trying to punish her aerials on shield. Sometimes you just can't, and you just have to accept it. Right? When Palu does stuff like fade back there or fade back there, you just gotta not punish it and worry about what she's gonna do next. Yeah, and that would be an example of where you're using fair way too close. So you gotta worry about spacing that more, right? I think that could have been a harder punish. You probably could have gotten a kill there. Maybe something like
I didn't mean to reverse
run
that
up
down tilt.
command grab with the do it.
Ah.
yeah, be careful of jumping back if you're thrown off stage like that. Because if I know you're doing that a lot, I'm just gonna place and explosive flame.
Okay.
But yeah, actually, you're doing that pretty well. I was having a lot of trouble like getting back like to the stage, so you're doing great with the ledge trapping. And,
Yeah, some of your,
and hitting my recoveries with fair. Taking advantage of the fact that I have no hitbox, so like if you can, of course, like you can't hit me. I can't remember the exact amount of startup. Palutena's up BS. I can actually look. Let me see here.
I think it's probably like 5 frames or something. It's really quick.
It's slower than that, I think.
Is it slower?
Hold on,
No.
let's see.
I'm terrible at data. One thing I did like that I do want to mention is I really like the way you caught some of his landings by running directly under him and just up-beating.
Yeah, that's good too.
I like that. I don't think Dare could hit that without trading unless Stevo got the spacing perfectly.
So Palutena's up B. Special attacks. Not saying it's not frame 5. You have. Okay, so I'm invulnerable on frame 16 to 32. So
Okay.
before that, you can hit me.
Well, it might as well be frame 5 because I'm terrible at punishing it.
Okay. Well, assuming that you eventually get good at punishing it, that's how. So are we going FD again, or would you like to try Battlefield like Kerb was mentioning?
Let's go. Let's go FD because I think I was adapting to that well.
Okay.
So.
But just be aware that I might not actually pick that, so you have to.
So Stevo could definitely ban this stage if he doesn't like it.
Sorry, whatever. I can do later. People probably know who.
Kind of like how I'm probably never going to get to go to FD again after this stream, because I've said it's my favorite stage. Yeah, using Fire Breath, really good. That was kind of cool. I think that would be the auto. Using up B to punish stuff. Oh, that would have been a perfect time to just go for grab, standing right when a neutral get up. I mean, online it's definitely a lot harder, but people will tend to just shield after neutral get up, so going for that will still be quite reliable. Oh, F tilt, so good. So good. That was a good recovery. Alright, you saw him go off stage out after you, so you went up high. Recovery I don't like as much. right? I think I said this to Switch as well, but you're not gonna.
What?
Wow. Okay.
Okay, well I still got the
You're
kill.
never gonna want to go
That is a very
above the ledge unless you know they're
slightly
going after
uncommon.
you off stage. Even without platforms, Palu is still able to get those strings quite easily.
especially on Bowser.
Oh yeah, Bowser, yeah. I don't know about that get-up attack from Steve-O. I guess he just read the run-in, but KK just reacted to it. Yeah, and that's you using your second jump when Bowser really shouldn't be. Right? Unless he's actually coming after you off stage, and you see that, you know, doing, or you read it and you can't react to it or something, right? Using your double jump is very risky. Okay, again, I don't love the down B usage. I think you'd be much better off just, because it was working so often before, where you were just kind of standing there, moving around, trying to bait a get up option, and then punishing it. I think that's just so much more powerful for Bowser. And again, Steve-O catching people with that back throw, off shield. Right?
He's jumping too much. So.
It's just the kind of setup that, you know, it's pretty obvious to see coming. Because if Paolo has her back to the edge and she's standing right next to it, then it's like, well, okay, you clearly know what she's going for. Okay.
Can we clip that? That's about as cool as I can make Palutena, to be honest.
Can I have a game against Steve-O just so I could kind of show
Sure,
how I match up?
I actually gotta do like just like a couple matches because I have like a Wi-Fi tournament and stuff. But I'll be back soon.
A Wi-Fi tournament during our coaching session?
Hey, I didn't plan it to be that way.
What do you mean you didn't want it to be that way? You didn't have it to be. I was planning on doing this for maybe another hour anyway.
Okay. Well, so
So-
assuming we're still going, I guess yeah, you can probably get back in.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay, then just keep playing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you left.
I think he needs to go
You
play.
guys play. I still have some practice to do, so.
Okay.
But I will come back if.
If it's still going
Yeah,
on.
I will definitely come back once I 2-0 this person.
I will say this is since this is being streamed, it's gonna be on Steve-O's Twitch for about a week or something. I don't remember how. Is it 2 weeks?
I can also upload it to my YouTube channel if you guys would like to. It's 2 weeks, yeah.
Up to you guys if you want that. But
I will also
yeah, you
probably
can
upload
always
it to my
rewatch
YouTube
this
channel,
stuff.
so you guys can watch it forever, whenever you need it.
Okay,
But
thank
okay.
you.
It will
So-
be up for at least 2 weeks on Twitch.
So I'm going to
Okay.
purposely go a really bad character, just to kind of show. Oh wait, yeah, you know what? We'll keep it FD just so that way I can show you why
Doc.
FD is.
Well, you know what? I lose to Greg's Doc all the time, so maybe I'll lose.
Dang, Greg stock.
Greg's
I
Doc
haven't
got the
seen it.
sauce. It's got the sauce. Okay, so
My ghost of what was my doc. Back. Okay. Right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure I stay grounded and I don't worry about getting hit by aerials like I just did there, because I wasn't spacing very well.
and again, you notice Kerb like just reading that I'm what I'm doing after I get the hit. I'm punishing accordingly. That's especially like a low tier like Doc, who doesn't really like that. That's pretty much what he's gonna be going for. Unfortunately, that definitely means you're gonna have to work harder than another character, but that's what happens when you play a bad character, who might not immediately have like an option that
Right.
they can use.
Now, I'm playing a character that does not have the options that you guys have when you're playing your characters, right? And I'm still able to keep up with... Oh, that was really bad of me. I'm still able to keep up with Steve-O, even though I'm much slower and I'm, you know, struggling to get in. I'm finding those openings by staying grounded and worrying about punishing the aerials. Or not punishing the aerials, but punishing what he does after. That was really bad of me, too. I don't have sound on right now because I'm too busy trying to listen to what's going on in voice chat, so I can't hear the explosive flames. Okay, that was me falling for the set. Even everyone's gonna fall for that setup.
Even people who are top 3 in Manitoba fall for that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's reassuring.
Hey, you know, I was 10th once.
In Ult or in Smash 4?
Ultimate.
Okay.
I think it was 2 seasons ago, was it?
Yeah.
I would also like to point out for Poogi, look at how I'm ledge trapping, right? Devo did get back on stage, but not without taking damage, and that's what's important here, right? I'm just making use of movements
Okay.
and getting hit by get up attack,
Right, that's the essential part of it.
right? And I'm hitting Palutena from underneath,
Yeah.
and that's where...
That's something that I need to be aware of as well. But if you, like, lots of Palutenas, they're very jump heavy, and so that's something to keep aware of for that as well. Because,
Again,
like,
not making
because,
use of my double jump until I have to, right?
Right.
Dang it.
I'm kind of guessing everyone here is aware of this anyway, but if you have like a multi-hit move, you can like semi-spike characters with that, like less such,
Yeah.
such as Doc's like tornado, stuff like that. So
You can
Okay.
spike?
Dang it.
it's okay. Well, basically what happens? Okay, I'll stop for a second and explain. So basically what happens
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah.
like my neutral air will trade with his tornado, and when he's off stage, and he just goes straight down. And with a character
Yeah.
like Doc, so that's like.
Okay.
And you can
Like-
see why
like it's-
Palutena is just
It's
such a good
it's a
character.
situation where you want to like purposely trade, or purposely trade. You can kill them. Oh, you grabbed me. I was trying to grab you.
Dang it. I totally saw that coming too. Oh, that's right. Oh, I messed up. Yeah. I don't know. My goal here isn't trying to win, but trying to show you... Because this matchup is absolutely terrible, but I'm still able to get those punishes.
It's hard enough for Mario, let alone Doc.
Yeah, let alone Dr. Mario. But, you know,
Yeah.
when you guys are playing characters like Joker, right? And even Icy's, to an extent, is going to have a lot easier time than that. Right, so catching Palutena before she's able to get those aerials out, when she's jumping, or going underneath her and trying to get her. Alright, which one of you two wants to go next? Switch? I think Switch is next.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
I just went before KK.
And
Okay, Switch, do you want to
fighting-
play Palu, or do you want another matchup? The Dr. Mario matchup by any chance?
Oh, yo. I mean,
Oh yeah, you said you wanted to work on projectile heavy characters, right?
yeah, because Mario is like, when I verse a Mario, it's
Here,
kinda
I can go Young Link for you.
Oh, yes, please. Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so against projectile heavy characters, again, you're going to want to avoid larger stages. So stuff like Town and City, you're going to want to avoid. You're going to want to avoid Pokemon Stadium, might not be great. But it does also depend on the projectile character. So something like Samus could actually like Smashville, for example, because of the shorter side blast zones, or it could like something like Tribuff because of her combos. So you kind of have to pick and choose. It's not going to be the same for all of them. We'll just go FD just for because that one is going to be a general good stage of projectile characters. Now this is a character I have not used in a long time, but I will do my best. Oh wow. Whoops. My rustiness with Young Link is showing. Yeah, so it looks like your sister Twister is not going to be able to beat out those projectiles. So you're gonna want to go in worrying about using shield. Oh wait, does those beat those? Oh no, they don't. It's just right there. No. Even with other characters, the Randy up smash works. Okay, that was good. Yeah, so in general, projectile characters will have a harder time with getting out of disadvantage. That just tends to be what they're really bad at, with a couple exceptions, but... Oh. Yeah, so for Young Link's sake, don't try to punish... Don't try to punish down tilt on shield. You can't. It's too good.
Too good. Yeah, so
Hold shield there. So, yeah, so Ices in general does have a really hard time with approaching projectile characters. Even though it is difficult for you, I think you should stick with Ices instead of switching to Mario just to work on those matchups because they're not impossible. Ices do have the punish game to really hurt projectile characters once you get in on them. And that's the key, right? Is how do you approach them? You can watch my sets versus, for example, Sonic, where I've fought as Young Link tons of times, and I've gotten pretty good at the matchup. Now Sonic doesn't play it in a way that really walls me out, kind of like the way I am right now, where I'm just kind of spamming arrows until they hit you, or if I can get a use shield and maybe go for a grab or something. Oh, that's really funny actually. Yeah, so like this is it. Like that's how you deal with these matchups. Now, I'm sure there's tons of matchups of Big D playing projectile characters. Ah, messed up. Good. Good. So yeah, something in general that Big D makes great. Oh, that's a shame. Something that Big D makes great use of is putting Nana in front of Popo so that you can't grab them. Like I cannot grab you there, otherwise I will get punished for sure, because I would be grabbing Nana. I'm getting absolutely destroyed here. Doing much better this time around. I should start camping more. Dang it. Yeah. Nice. Try a few more. Yeah, when it comes to approaching these projectile characters... Actually, let me try another projectile character.
Oh.
We want to make sure... Oh, is KK back?
And he looks like he wants to play.
I don't have to play it right now, but like I faced a Wi-Fi Pikachu that only pressed neutral B and back air.
Why did you enter a Wi-Fi tournament when you knew we were doing this?
Well, I entered it a couple weeks ago, and then I just realized, like, after the first game, I was just like, please DQ me. I don't want to experience this torture anymore.
Alright,
So-
well, right now I'm doing Switch. We'll do
Yeah.
we'll do one more with you after that, and then we'll do another one with we'll do another couple with Xander and one more Switch. So I'm going Dark Samus now. When it comes to approaching, the idea of handling a bunch of projectiles at once is the same, but the projectiles you're handling and dealing with are a lot different. And also, the character...
Well,
What
the
was
thing
that?
with this matchup specifically is that Icicle can defeat off any card shot, even a full one. So I
Yeah, so
usually
you do
find
not want
myself
to
just-
deal with... You want to make sure that you're really careful with how you play against Samus, because Samus has an incredible grab. That was really bad of me. I didn't do it. Oh, no. Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Oh, that was not what I meant to do. Those block projectiles, that's really good to know. Oh, well, I clipped me, so... maybe I could have let that fight down for you, but I'm not sure. No, I'm not a projectile characters expert. So, I'm maybe not the greatest experience, but I will tell you that when it comes to fighting projectile... Oh, that was really bad. When it comes to fighting projectile characters, right? You have to shield their projectiles or jump over them as your way of getting close to them. But you have to be really careful with how you do it because they can read those approaches. And what's really important is that, and you are good at this, is that once you're in, you can get those punishes, right? Right? You can really make sure projectile characters pay for letting you in. Yeah, that's no. Yeah, and that's really good. Having Nana right in front of you. Alright, let's see. What other projectile characters can I play? Youngling's probably my best one. Oh, we should also probably try a different stage.
Oh, yeah.
How you play
Wait,
against
what-
projectile characters on different stages will definitely affect what you're doing. So let's try Youngling on maybe something like Battlefield.
okay.
Now, when it comes to fighting projectile characters, different stages are sort of, they can be like double-edged swords, right? Right? So when you're going on Battlefield, right, the advantage you get is that you have more ways to approach a projectile character and get around the projectiles, right? You can go on platforms, you can go underneath them, right? You can do that kind of stuff, but the other disadvantage is that these projectile characters get better landings, and they have an easier time landing. So you have to really weigh in, depending on the matchup, what is it in particular that you value more, right? Against Youngling, right? I couldn't confidently tell you. I think Youngling doesn't have Youngling doesn't really have terrible landing options because Nair is just so good. But yeah, you gotta be really careful with that when you're far away. Dang it, I didn't do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, and you're seeing that I'm making use of the platforms too because I'm catching your landings off of them. So depending on the character, you know, it could be better to go on the platforms. It could be maybe not. This might be a matchup where I think Youngling probably does better than on something like FD. Because Youngling makes great use of the platforms with his movement. Yeah.
Like as opposed to on FD.
Yeah, and is this gonna be the stock? Let's see.
No, I can never.
But you evened it
Kinda
up in
get the
percent, which
footstool
is
side.
really good. And that's what makes these matchups doable. Neutral is incredibly hard, but right, once you get in, you're able to even up the game even if you're at like 100% deficit, right? Oh god. Oh god. Oh yeah, and this is really good too. That was really bad of me. Is there a particular projectile character you have trouble with? I'm guessing it's Youngling for Sonic, right?
Yeah, that's a big one. As well as I think those are the two main ones.
I can't really hear you. What was that?
There's Plant and Youngling. Those are the two main ones.
Okay. Plant is kind of a different beast from normal projectile characters. Yeah, when it comes to like making sure your punish game is on point when it comes to these guys, that's really important. And your punish game is immaculate. Like it's, I'm gonna say that. It's really good, but you need to. I think in general, to give yourself those punish opportunities, you need to work on your neutral game and making sure that you're really good at getting in on these guys, right? And for that, again, I would make sure that you watch the game. Oh. Okay. Oh, no, no. Look at you there. Okay. Let's put on KK for SDO. We'll do one more bunch of games with him, and then we'll do a big long one for Xander, and then we'll end off with Switch. And I think we have done enough for everyone. We've been going on for this for about 2.5 hours, so we'll make sure we hit 3.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Okay, KK, you're up.
Yeah, let's see.
Again, is there a particular matchup you want to work on? Anything you want to face? KK, you there? Still muted?
I think he's... Yeah, he's muted.
Still muted. Okay, well, is he talking in the chat or something? His mic's not working?
Maybe.
Okay, well, if he's not here, I'm just gonna go with Poogie.
KK, are you here? Oh, okay, is that him? No. it's
That
Poogie.
was me.
That's Poogie, okay.
Poogie.
Okay, well. Yo.
Alright, then
I think
we'll,
KK is AFK right now, so we can
Okay, then we'll just go to
skip
Poogie.
ahead to Poogie and then we can get KK in
Yeah, we'll
after
go back
if
to
he-
him. Okay.
Yeah.
Poogie, is there a particular matchup you want to work on? You want to go back to Lucina, the Piranha Plant? What do you want?
Let's
You
do the
watch-
plant.
Plant? Okay, so what stage do you think you want to try?
Let's try FD.
Have you not learned anything from what I've been saying this whole time?
No, I know it's bad, but I want to
Oh, you
I want to
run
play it at its
aggressive?
worst. Yeah.
I mean, like,
So fight you at your
can
best.
you can safely ban this stage every time, though, right? You don't have to worry about playing against me on it if you just ban it every time, which you probably should as Joker.
I guess so. I just want to see what's bad about it firsthand.
Okay, sure. So, like, that whole interaction, I could not have done on, like, 75% of Battlefield.
Because the ball would just fall on the platform.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
That's the main reason right there. Yeah, and that's you getting greedy off stage again, right?
Right. Again.
Yeah. Okay, I died for it though. That was my bad. That was nice.
Uh-oh.
That was not good.
Yeah.
I don't think you meant to do it.
Yeah, I was going for a ledge.
I didn't think I hit you with the jab there. Don't do it, Poogie!
So greedy.
Poogie!
I just can't help myself.
Again, you gotta... Right, Piranha's another character where, like, you know, he can really punish you if you go off stage and get greedy.
Okay, so I just wanna... Is it the recovery that makes you hard to punish?
The recovery, well, it's not even that it's hard to punish, but like if you mess up, you can really pay for it if you're not ready for it.
I think you're
Oh,
going
like that.
for edge guards when there's not
I
necessarily...
knew as soon as I jumped off.
I think you're going for edge guards where there's not necessarily an opening for you to do so. Like,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
like when you were out there, you could have either retreated when you noticed that you didn't really have the downer that you wanted, or waited until he up B and then see if you can get something else. But you just
Yeah,
kind of went straight for the downer, and then he clipped you, and then you got stage spiked and
Yeah,
you died.
once yeah, I purposely go really low because I want people to go after me off stage because I know I can get them with stuff like the up B stage fighter, stuff like that, right? So
Okay.
the way you want to deal with Plant when he's off stage is wait for me to up B and then go after me because I can't do anything once I've up B.
Right,
Right,
and
other
I
than
can just
maybe, like,
counter you or something easy.
Yeah, you can counter me, you can downer my head, right? But better than that, even, right? If you don't see the opportunity, go for the ledge traps, right? Piranha Plant doesn't have an easy time getting off the ledge.
Okay.
Actually, in general, that's something you should be doing more when you have Arsene is going for Tetrakarn, because that just completely destroys some
Yes.
recoveries. Instead of actually going for like an aerial, because the hitbox is just so large on that move, and it kills stupid early, like, and it hits underneath the ledge. So
Yeah, I really should.
I like to see you go more for that as well. That's something I don't see you do too much.
What are my options for punishing the ball if you do it on stage? Like, does the
It
grab
de-
work
it
if I
depends on-
time it?
It depends on where you are, so don't hit me for a sec. The ball's trajectory, it's sort of, you can imagine it as like an M shape, right?
Okay.
Now, without going into too much detail here, as far as you're concerned, I could shoot it all the way from, say, something like this to shield this, all the way to this. Oops, all the way to this. All the way to this. God dang it, Wi-Fi. There we go, all the way to that.
Oh.
I won't. I won't hit you, it's okay.
Hey, shoot this so I can break your shield.
So yeah. And now, if you're like really close to me, if you're like, I'm doing this and you're standing, yeah, right there, stand closer to me even. Right? I can't hit you. I could drop this, shield this. Right? And this could hit your shield, but Joker's so skinny that you completely are vulnerable there. Now, if I'm doing this, and you try to hit me, like say F-tilt me,
Yeah.
or back air me, you're gonna get hit.
Can I grab
get
you?
Yeah, you can grab me and immediately down throw.
Okay.
Or I guess with Joker you could just grab me. F-tilt will also work. F-tilt from far away. Like F-tilt from a little bit further away. Oh,
Okay, so further there.
Even further away, yeah. It should work.
Like try max range or like
Yeah,
close to
like
it.
that. That's perfect.
Max range have it still hit complete.
So you have options for dealing with this in neutral. Now, if I hit your shield with this, you're not punishing it. Just accept it. There's nothing you can do.
Like it falls on me?
If it falls on you, I'd have to be really close to you. But yeah, you also cannot punish that.
Okay.
Yeah, you're better off just retreating or figuring out what I'm going to do afterwards. Which is usually an attack, because people will tend to let go of shield.
Right.
So,
Okay.
So that's how you deal with ball and neutral, and you really want to space things so that you don't get hit on a trade. Okay, you good?
I'm good. If I can, like I'm right here, do I want to go for the punish? A back air or a grab or F tilt?
Like where?
Like I'm close to you, and you have the ball in the air.
Yeah, you can do a retreating bear, and you should be able to hit me pretty safely.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. That is one way to get around it as well.
But like, if I have the chance, what do I want to go for? A punish or just reset?
Honestly, if I'm doing this and I'm stuck here and you're right next to me, just go for an F smash.
Okay.
You want
Oh,
to kill?
true.
Right? I think F smash you could, or up smash might even be better. You could probably do it from further away and not get hit. Give it a try.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I meant up smash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here. Up smash, you can probably not get hit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because what's happening there is you're hitting the Patui. A lot of people don't know this, but if you hit Patui hard enough, it won't hurt you. Go for it. No, you're not getting hit. There you go. So that's what you can do to kill me for doing that.
And there's
Okay.
actually multiple moves like that in the game where if you hit them, it kind of just deactivates the hitbox.
Yeah.
So that's also
So-
something to keep in mind, like in general, with characters like that. Of course,
If I throw it at you, you could hit it with something powerful like Arsene back air will do it. Any smash attack will do it for you. Right?
Okay.
So there are ways around it. Okay.
That's
Ready?
good to know, especially off stage. If I can just back air it and get past it.
like another example would be Nikita. If you hit Nikita, it no longer has hitbox. It's just like kind of moving around. So if you hit it
Really?
hard enough, yeah. If you hit Nikita hard enough,
Yeah.
because what happened one time there was a confusion during the weekly when Vertigo was playing, and like, why did that Nikita go through Sonic? And that's because he hit it with the boomerang already, so it just passed right through him.
Nikita's a little bit different in that it's not about how hard you hit it, but it's about how much damage you do to it.
Yeah,
But with Piranha Plants Tui, it's not like that. It is more like you have to hit it hard enough to make it.
Yeah.
work. So if you do a little bit of damage to it, it will still hit you.
so it varies between like moves so like that. So just like, and it's not even always projectiles. I'm actually not even sure if it's still true, but I know if Tatsumaki in Smash 4 anyway, if Tatsumaki hits something, then even though Ryu is still spinning, it didn't have hitbox.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was kind of bad.
Poogie. Okay.
Okay, but that's
That was-
exactly
that
That
what
was
you
risky
should
though,
do.
still, right?
Well, I was gonna
You
say
could've-
if you were about to go straight after me and hit me, you would probably die for it. But that double jump was nice.
So see that's what I was saying you should be doing.
Yeah.
Down B.
because yes, if he's recovering low like that, absolutely use Tetrakarn.
However, like I said, the least risky play is just staying on stage and going for a ledge trap.
Okay.
In that case, I'm not entirely sure I agree. Actually, if you're going that low, it just seems way more.
Oh
better,
yeah. In that
Like-
case, like, but he went off stage before I went that low,
Right,
That
and then I
true
run the
double
risk
jump?
of getting hit by Patui.
right? And so if he like messed that up, or if I stalled with my side B, right, I could have gone to punish on that and made him lose his stock, right? So I mean, it wasn't a bad play at all. Like he made a good call there, but he does need to really watch out for like those plays. And I also do think that in general, your ledge trapping game could use work.
For sure.
So hopefully I've sort of I haven't really been paying too much attention to this during the game, but hopefully I've been able to exemplify why I think this stage is so good with Piranha Plant. Because a lot of my damage is just coming from me getting Tui's off on you.
A good way to put it is Piranha Plant's combos don't necessarily benefit from platforms, and more like they retract. They're going.
That really sent me that way.
And
Yeah.
Tetrakarn is very, very good.
I think it's based on the way I'm facing.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just have no say.
See? Like that was a really good way of playing Tui, but at the end we got lucky there.
So the ball stays active even if it's on the
ball
ground.
is active for as long as it is existing.
Okay.
However, every time it bounces off something, it becomes a little bit weaker. Alright. Oh, I could have hit you for that.
Oh, that was a
Poogie,
really bad FR.
Oh, okay. On
Yeah.
all.
right? Like I'm saying, you're not staying on stage and going for those ledge traps, and you're losing a lot of stocks for them.
Right.
So that time you were too far away, and I neutral get for free.
Okay.
And the reason I F smashed there was I saw you were going into aerials a lot, so I knew I could just go back and just F smash. Alright, that should be it.
Okay.
So yeah, if you rewatch this back, you will see that I'm punishing a lot of the habits that I've been mentioning, right? You're jumping in a lot, you're not staying grounded, and you're just going off stage, sort of just getting greedy for the kill. Alright, let's, is KK here?
KK has also muted his, like, headphones as well, it looks like, so I don't think he's here.
Okay, well, let's switch to...
Unless he's chilling in the stream, I can ask him again. KK, you chilling in the chat?
Well, let's switch to Switch then, if KK's not here.
Switch to Switch.
KK said BRB 3 minutes ago.
Alright, well, okay, then how about this? I'm gonna use the washroom real quick, and if he's not back by the time I get back, then I will play Switch.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going, Riyamura? Thanks for tuning in.
My gosh, did you see that?
Oh, sorry about that. Just watching a Twitch bot.
Oh my gosh, did you see that?
It's a lot louder than I thought it would be.
So I hope the coaching has like, I hope you guys are getting something out of it too, and I hope that I'm also helping as well. It was really,
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you're doing
Good.
more like, doing
yeah.
more Tetric Karn.
Alright.
It's
Cool.
cheap, but I should go for it more often.
Yeah, just don't. You gotta play to win the game. Like, unfortunately, sometimes you gotta do cheap stuff to.
If that's what it takes.
That's what it takes. Yeah, like obviously the down air is way cooler, and the back air, all those aerials are way cooler. But sometimes you gotta just like down B and get that.
Yeah, just
easy...
go for the free option.
Yeah, similar to how like Kerb's saying that you need to like slow down a ledge trap sometimes, safer options. Just same thing, even same things when you're edge guarding.
Right.
Alright, I'm back. Is KK here?
I don't think so. So I guess just switch to Switch for now.
Okay.
Good. What
Where are you playing?
What character do you want me to go?
I'll just
Particular matchup you want to work on?
I guess I'll go plant the rest of the way
Okay.
to the end.
Now, as for stages, right, you should ban FD every time. I mentioned this with Poogi that I really like. I really go for the trades a lot, and with Ices, it's much easier to go for those trades when you use side B or when you just go for an aerial. So I would highly suggest you ban FD every time.
Yeah.
After that, kind of up to you. There's advantages and disadvantages to all the other stages. I'm gonna ban Kalos every time. I hate that stage, and I'm gonna ban Lilat every time. So you pretty much get a free pick of whatever else you want. So what stage would you like to go?
Let's go PSG.
Two?
Yeah.
Now I will say I don't know if I mentioned this. I do think this is a really good match for offline. I really do.
I do too, honestly, yeah.
I think it's very hard for Ices.
Well,
But-
like,
Sorry, go ahead.
it practices, like, overall when I'm versing, like, any projectile character, it just, like, practices my quote-unquote special neutral. Because I've seen Big D play, and, like, he plays, like, really good. I want to learn how to like play like that and more.
Well, the best way to learn how to play Ices in these matchups, like Big D does, is just to watch Big D really analyze his stuff, right? I don't know how much. I'm sure he has some Younglink match experience. Maybe he's played too many cooks or something, but I'm sure.
Yeah, he's played Strike. He's played
Oh yeah, he's played Strike a few times, and he does really well in those matches. He's also played. He's played some Robs. Rob League. I think Legit to whatever his name is. Legit is a Rob player that he's played a lot. I'm sure. There's the camera. Okay,
Legit 247
that's it. Legit
or
247.
legit 24/7.
Okay, so again, you
Oh, yeah, I've
bump
heard of
the
that.
ledge there, and that's never something you want to do unless you see me just run off stage after you. Now, I've already said this, but you don't want to treat Piranha Plant like a normal projectile character. He really isn't one. Because projectile characters, what their goal is to wall you out with projectiles. Piranha Plant's moves are not good at walling people out, right? This is not a good move at walling people out. It's good at hitting people when they try to run in and attack you, but it's not good at keeping people out of your face. Piranha Plant has other tools that are really good at that, like Jab, for example. Oh, yeah. Jab is an amazing tool to keep people out of your face. Piranha Plant has some great stuff out of Grab.
Ooh, yeah, don't just
Yeah,
let that
yeah,
go. It doesn't scoop off ledge.
Well, actually, that was a free get-up attack.
Or either let it go or just get up attack him. Either way.
You get people with neutral get up a lot with that, just because the hitbox for it lasts so long that it's quite easy to get. And this is where Piranha Plant can have some trouble. Right? I'm trying to get back on stage.
Good parry. Well, I'm unfortunately hit now.
Weird. Okay. So Piranha Plant has one of the longest get up attacks in the game. You really have to keep that in mind. Something I don't think I've talked about much, how to get around Piranha Plant's ledge trapping, which I'm sure a lot of people in Manitoba want to hear about. So I'll talk about that next game. This is why this matchup I think is so good for him. But Patui is so good at separating the ices, and it leaves Nana completely open for me to just go after and wall, or you to go after in my case. All right, so this game I'll talk about Piranha Plant's ledge trapping because I've noticed you had some trouble with it. Icy's definitely had a really tough time with it because every time I hit you with Patui, it's very likely to hit the other ice climber with it. So that's something you have to watch out for. Big characters will also have a really hard time getting through Piranha Plant's ledge trapping. Now I will say, it's amazing ledge trapping. Right? Piranha Plant is a character that is all about ledge trapping and it's so good. So I'm just going to take the first few minutes of this game just to show you what it is I do with the ledge that makes it so difficult. Actually, could you just stand on that platform just so I get the camera? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So when I'm doing ledge trapping with Piranha Plant, this is about the spacing I will do. I will stand around roll distance, if not a little bit after. It kind of depends on what I go for. So when I'm using Patui, there could be a few different things I'm going for here. I could either go for just a little bit past the ledge like that and have it roll off like that. And I do that a lot because I know that your recovery can be hit by that. Or what I'll do is I will go past it. I could go way past the ledge if I think you're going to sort of jump back and make you have to do something else. Now, what makes Piranha Plant's ledge trapping so good is that it forces you to do stuff. And it's very difficult to get back on stage without taking damage. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. They worry so much. Oh, that was a really bad push thought. I meant to do this. So just doing that, right? What are your options there? Well, if you stay on the ledge, you'll lose invincibility and this will still hit you, right? Especially when it's fully charged because it becomes huge, right? Like this, right? You are getting hit by that. You're going to take a ton of % from that if you just stay at the ledge. If you neutral get up into it, well, then you're still in a really bad spot. You're going to take damage from it. If you jump, well, then that leaves you to get Patui'd later on, And if you roll, I'm standing right here, so I can just grab you or jab you and knock you back off. Or I can poogi, right? There's a lot of stuff we can do there. Now, where people go wrong is that they worry so much about taking damage from the Poison Cloud that they'll just instinctively roll, and I'll just stand here and hold up smash until they do. You see me do that so much in games, and you can watch any one of my sets, and you will see me do that at least once, because it's so common for people to just roll. Poogi, when I was playing him earlier, was doing a really good job of not doing that. He was staying at the ledge. He didn't mind taking the little bit of percent if he knew that I was completely vulnerable afterwards. So how do you get around this? Well, it really depends on the setup I'm going for. There's a couple different things I'll do to really mix up. For example, I'll run up and down smash. You see me do that a lot, and I tend to mess it up a lot because I'm trying to catch neutral get up, but I'm also trying to cover you staying at the ledge. This will hit you at the ledge. Okay, this will hit on the ledge. It hits almost every character, I think, other than like Ganon. And then doing stuff like Poogi to really force you off the ledge. Like this will hit people who are just staying at the ledge. If I space it right, yeah. Doing stuff like that. That will definitely hit the edge. Okay? And that's all stuff you have to worry about. So as you are getting ledge trapped by Piranha Plant, you want to look for those openings. And don't think about what will get you no damage. Think about what will get you the least amount of damage and what will get you back on stage without losing your stock. Because that's what's more important than anything else. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So let's restart this game. And when I'm ledge trapping, I want you to look for those. They're not really openings, but like opportunities to stay alive and not get knocked back off. That's what's more important. If I hit you upwards, that's not a big deal, right? Because sure, you do stuff to find your way back down, but you're not dying unless you landed to my up smash or something. Don't do that. But you have platforms to go to. You could go back to the ledge. You can land with an attack. You have options there. But when you just roll, right? Well then, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. The options I tend to have trouble covering personally are jump and staying at the ledge. But I can catch on to you doing those if you do them too often and really punish you hard for it with stuff like fair, or down smash, or up smash, right? Okay. So just keep that stuff in mind as I ledge trap you.
Okay. Okay.
Right? And right there, I saw you roll up just a little bit late on the execution there. Okay, that was good. You saw me poison cloud, so you went for the side B to punch me.
Yeah.
You didn't lose your stock because of the ledge trap. You lost your stock because you went for another side B to Ohio. So that was a little different, but that's good. That's the ledge trap. So I'm seeing you do that a lot to get back onto the stage, and I'm just running under and punishing you for it. Right? Going to the ledge isn't a bad idea if I'm not set up, right? That's the other thing. If you get to the ledge really quickly, Piranha Plant can have some trouble with getting the ledge trap setups he wants if he doesn't have the time to do them. He does have just the other basic ledge traps that other characters can do and some other stuff like this. That's a decent ledge trap in itself. Right, so right there, you were at the ledge too quickly. I felt like I didn't have much time to set up there. Right, so you stayed at the ledge, so I had time to set up there, but you saw the opening, so that was good. However, you are back on it because you landed aggressively. There we go, I caught the hoop to get up there. Read the jump on the CPU.
Jump read.
Okay, you're back. Okay, so I'll finish this game of Switch. I'll do one more with you, and then have we done an even amount for everyone? Maybe one more for poogi? I don't remember. Maybe one more for poogi. Alright, so again, you did take about 18% for that, but you made it back on stage alive. So you saw the opportunity there, that was me messing up. Wow, that jab really planked with that from behind. If you watch Corey play against me at some of the old Wi-Fi Wednesdays, you will see him, oh, no. We didn't get hit by a bunch of fortifies, I thought. You will see him make use of just waiting at the ledge, and it ends up being quite hard for me to punish, because what will happen is he'll wait at the ledge, and then I'll just come after him and try to down smash or something, and then he'll just get up attack it. So he's really good at playing patiently at the ledge.
Okay.
You can see him do that. Alright, let's get KK in here. A couple more games, and we'll do one more with KK and one more with Xander, and then we'll call it, eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, KK, what character?
Just play blind.
Okay. Now, what stage do you want?
Let's go Battlefield, I think. Wait, actually, Yoshi's.
Yoshi's? Okay. I like that pick as well.
I feel like Patui can't really do as much as it can on Battlefield.
Yeah, so I can't just have it roll off the platform because the platforms are directly above the ledge.
Yeah.
Right, so I can't really do that, but the slants actually do help a little bit in making sure I get the trades in. Because I'm a little bit lower of the platform, so it's a little easier to do that. Ooh, so that was a good F-tilt there. And you saw that.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do a Flame Breath.
Okay. I can also cover platforms quite well on the stage. I didn't mean to do that, but I'll take it. I could have up smashed there.
So I think one thing for you, KK, that I'm not really actually seeing a whole lot of side B.
Yeah, I think
Like,
you should really make use of side B as like a landing option.
yes, exactly.
Because people are gonna shield Bowser's landing because they think that he's gonna land with a fair or maybe a down air.
Yeah,
You do that a
that
lot.
moves pretty fast. It's framed.
It's
6.
fast. It's pretty legless on landing. Oh, that's
You
unfortunate.
can cancel it. I'm pretty sure you can cancel it. Like, there's a way you land to get them.
I think that was only in Smash 4. I don't think it's in this game.
Is it not? I don't know. It feels like it's in this game too.
Maybe. It is pretty legless either way. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. I think you just gotta get used to using it more. To me, it doesn't feel like you're using it a lot, even though it's an amazing move. Okay, that should be it. Yeah. So there's not much Bowser can do there. The best you can do is save your double jump and try to bait it out. And then as I'm falling down, you can sort of go above me. Oh, that's not good. So that would have been a perfect opportunity to go for a down tilt, especially since the slants would have really helped you hit that down tilt. Right, so overall, it's all the same things that I've kind of been mentioning. Right, trying to... Oops. Alright, that was a good roll. Bad ledge setup for me. There you go, that's a good side B. Using it to catch landing is really good too. That is unfortunate, just a little bit off, but got it anyway. Using the super armor there, that's good.
I thought I shielded all of the hits there.
Going out safe. Now, oh shoot, I messed up. Oh, I got lucky there. So
I
meant to do
inputted
a-
the side B there.
So if you ever see a Piranha Plant, if you ever see me accidentally multi-jab you, just know you can tough guy through all of it except the final hit. So you can just go for a side B or a jab. Do a really quick option.
I thought you were gonna go off stage and then.
I saw you not go up against the wall. I figured I could just go for that. So yeah, as Bowser, you just want to get to the ledge as quickly as possible so I don't have time to go for that setup. Because it does take a little bit of time for me to make sure that I get like sort of like a wall of myself and the Patooey out there. Alright, so this game, I really want you, when I try to go to the ledge with up B, go for the down tilt to try to time that 2-frame. Okay?
Okay. Because I did a lot of practicing on that, especially against Plant. So I liked practicing my 2-frame timings, but I haven't used it in a while since.
Well, you gotta go for it, man. No harm in doing so. Yep, that was good. That was a good down tilt. There you go. And this is why... So this is why I don't think Piranha Plant does as badly as... this is why I don't think Bowser does as badly as somebody might think. Oh, Alright, I could have killed you there, but I messed up. Yeah, I think you're oh, so right there you just kind of let me get on stage for free there. Right? Always go for that down tilt or F tilt. F tilt is good too, especially at killing. Right? Because Bowser's ledge trapping is really good against Piranha Plant. You just gotta watch out for that. But I can only do that once I'm on the ledge. Okay, jab's good. Right, the best I can do to deal with the down tilt the ledge is just mix up my up B timing. Right? Whether I glide against the wall or not.
Okay.
That spot dodge was quite was a panic option there. If you had just shielded or if you had tried to jab me, I don't think I would have been able to hit you with that.
I kind of panicked about that.
Yeah, you gotta really watch for those panic options. I've seen you do it a lot, where you just kind of, you aren't sure what to do, so you just press buttons. That was good. That was a good jab, or sorry, F tilt. All right, and again, that could have been a down tilt opportunity there. That was a really good dash back. I really like that. Yeah, on this stage you gotta use the slants. So you gotta be standing on the slants to make that down tilt work. I think if you were on other stages though, that would have been a fine spacing. Okay, that was a really good parry.
I overextended there a bit.
Okay. Right, and again, I'm seeing you just pressing buttons. If you know what I mean, when I'm saying that, like,
Yeah.
instead of just, just using basic movement of just walking or, just kind of standing there, dashing back, right? You're sort of always trying to be on the aggressive, and you're always trying to go for an attack or an immediate defensive option. And I'm catching you a lot on it. So we'll try one more game, and then we'll move on to Xander. But I want you to really watch for those. If you rewatch this back, you will see that I'm hitting you a lot of times when I'm not near you, but you just do something. Right? Like right there.
Yeah.
right? Like, again, right there, you just F-tilted when I'm nowhere near you, right? And that just, I think that was a
That-
misinput on your part, I'm guessing.
That was stick drift.
Ah, okay. Right?
Oh, okay.
Again, sometimes
'Cause-
just standing there and doing nothing is the best way to go. Right? That was a really good way of getting off the ledge there, right? You didn't attack, you weren't on the aggressive, you just retreated. Right? You can angle F-tilt. If you angle it downwards, it's really good on this stage.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the triple F-tilt, that was good. Oh, shoot, that was a misinput. Shield there. Oh, no. But again, you know, panic option was what I got there. That was really good, right? You didn't really panic, you faded back. And that side B is the reason why I think this stage is good for Bowser. You gotta be
I'd say this
careful
is probably his best stage, just because of like the
Oh,
down
yeah,
tilts and
absolutely.
stuff.
This is an incredible stage for Bowser.
Because I never actually, like, I never usually counterpicked here, but like,
You
feel
gotta
like
go,
I should start doing this more often.
if you start using side Bs more to catch landings, right? It's a command grab, so right? Having a grab in the air is so good, right? Very few other characters have that option, and if you make good use of that, you will immediately see better results.
Ah, okay.
Again, that air dodge is a bit of a panic option. I don't know if you had a jump there. I don't think you did. So that was the idea of recovering low there was really good because I had never gone off stage before. So I like the idea of it.
Then you just adapted to it, and then...
Well, yeah, I did see it coming. But the fact that you were recovering low there is what I thought was good. It's just that Bowser just can't really do much against Piranha Plant when he's off stage. He just kind of has to hope that either I mess up or that you get a really right call. All right, we'll bring Xander out for one last little round of games, and then we'll call it a day. My voice
Okay.
is kind of getting lost right now.
Yeah, you've been talking for like 3 hours.
I
Yeah,
have been.
thank you very much.
Yeah, this
You're
has been
very
good.
welcome, man. Thank you for donating. Okay, Xander, what stage you want, and what character?
Plant on, I guess, BF.
Man, why does everyone want to fight my plant?
It's the challenge.
It's a challenge.
Hmm.
So, Battlefield, I think, is really good for you in this matchup. Right, you're avoiding FD. It's going to be really hard for me to get those trades with Patui. You do have to watch out for your platform movement, though. I tend to ban this stage a lot, but this Joker, I'm not too experienced. I'm not sure what stages I want against him. After playing small Battlefield against you last Wednesday, I feel like I should probably not let you go there again. But
Yeah, good call. It's really good for me.
it could also just be a matter of I need to get better at the matchup. Probably both. I like that E-huh. That was good. Okay. Again, getting greedy with those offstage plays. I have a down B which has really good armor, so you always have to keep that in mind if I go for it.
Which one's your down B again?
It's the one where I do this.
Okay.
I call it the pot shot.
The pot shot. I like that.
Yeah,
Oh, that
and-
sucks.
Okay, that is unfortunate, but again, you kind of got greedy off stage going for a dare.
I had no idea what you were doing in there.
Yeah, that's like the day one Piranha Plant. Go into the cloud and just go for a down B. Really good job not rolling.
I rolled there.
Well, I meant off the ledge.
Oh, okay.
Good job. And again, you sort of short hopped in neutral, and I caught that with the dash attack. People don't realize just how high dash attack catch.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I fell off
Oh,
stage.
okay. We both SD. We both SD. I accidentally side beat instead of upbeat there,
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
and I didn't notice it till too late. Couldn't stop it. Good. I should be letting go. That was good. Okay. So that was a time where going for the edge guard was really good, because I had no choice but to up B, and I couldn't really mix up my direction.
Right.
So that's one of the times when going for that edge guard is really a good idea, and pretty safe to do as well.
Just because I'm like staying on ledge, not going out off stage.
Now on a stage like Battlefield, ledge trapping with Joker is pretty much the same thing. In fact, I would say it's even a little better, because now you have the platform to sort of start from platform, and just go off in a bear. That's really powerful.
Like run off bear?
Not even run off. I mean, run off bear is good too, but just dropping and bearing.
Okay.
Right, doing stuff like that will hit jumps and neutral get-ups for a few characters. Force them to shield. So, all right, ready?
Yep, ready.
So when I'm in the middle there, that's one of the few times I will be able to get those trades that I want, because the platform is too high to be in my way. So again, you wanted to go off stage there, but you didn't really focus on ledge trapping.
Yeah, it was kind of like a halfway between the two.
There were no moves being thrown out to really pressure me, so I had no fear in just going on stage. Right?
Okay.
Right, I would say Nair is probably not the best ledge trapping tool either, just because the hitbox is much smaller. Pretty far away. Okay. Right, and again, you're so far away that there's really no fear for me just neutral getting up there.
Yeah, I guess I'm scared to get hit by you coming up.
Well, if I do something like Pitsui from the ledge, you can just shield that on reaction. Right, if you see me drop down, just hold shield and there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Right, you can just react to whatever I try next. Again. And this is where Piranha Plant can kind of excel in the matchup. Yeah. So
was
yeah,
nice.
Piranha Plant does a good job of hitting Joker's up B, two-framing it. Well, not even two-framing it, it's hitting it before invincibility even starts for...
Yeah, just dropping the ball on his head.
After the invisibility ends, yeah, when he's getting to the ledge. But I can only really do that if you recover from far away. So right there was an example of a time where I've mentioned this for KK about using this double jump, but right there was a time when you used your jump in a very risky way, because you were jumping and trying to land right on top of me.
Okay.
Right, and as Piranha Plant, you pretty much never want to land on top of him because he can just up smash, and up smash is broken.
Right.
But if I had like gotten my Pitsui off on you, you would have been off stage without jump, which is never a good thing.
Okay. Oh shit.
That was a very nice job not rolling. I've caught a lot of people rolling there.
Yeah, I'm scared of rolling against you specifically.
People should be. Nobody.
Oh,
so many
perfect
people
timing on the
roll
air
against
set.
me.
I have to hold myself back. Against anyone else, I would have rolled there.
Okay. Again, I'm getting up for pretty much free here. My best suggestion to you would be, I don't know if I said this yet, but I probably have. You should just watch MK Leo on how he ledge trap. That was good, Edgar, by the way. You should just watch MK Leo and how he ledge traps. How does he keep people at the edge? Because he's really good at it.
Right. For me, is it mostly like the spacing that I'm doing it at?
Well, it's both the spacing. You're standing too far away, so I can just neutral guard for free and not have to worry about you hitting me. But it's also that you're not putting any offensive pressure on me, right? You're just moving around and you're facing the edge, which is really not very threatening for me. Because I know, what are you gonna do if you're facing me? Well, you could go for a grab, maybe. I could just spot dodge that if I really think you're gonna go for it. Or you could fair me, which isn't that threatening either at the edge.
Yeah.
But if your back is towards the edge, I'm like, oh crap, this guy could back air me and I could die, right? Or I could get sent really far off stage again.
There's actually a specific video that has been made that really goes into how MK Leo ledge traps, and I'll post the link to that like a little bit later. Maybe
yeah, sure. Watch that video.
It'd be good for everyone to watch, I think, because while it does talk about MK Leo, it kind of goes into more like general ledge trapping positions.
I think I might have seen it. Is
also,
it the guy who looks like Leffen?
Maybe. He's European. He has a European accent. So is that one?
So I will say that time I caught your neutral get up because you've just been doing that a lot, or jumping, and so I just kind of went for it just based on the timing of. Yeah, one important thing when getting ledge trap by Piranha Plant, it's not just about what option you choose, it's the timing of it.
Okay.
That goes for ledge trapping in general. Okay. That was good. Yeah, that was really good. Okay. Dang, I thought I could hit that. I think the platform tripped you up there, and I think I caught that because of that.
Yeah, it did. A lot of my trouble with ledge trapping is just inputting it, the short hop back airs.
Just going into training mode and just practicing that, right? You don't need a CPU to really practice that, but like, oh, that was a good tech. Oh, that was a really bad grab for me. Okay, now I'm in a really bad spot. Yeah, and that was a good counter.
I see the value in waiting.
Yeah, the waiting is really important. That's suck. Okay, that was a good roll. You're neutral getting up and just shielding a lot, and I'm catching that. Just to watch out for that, make sure you mix up your options.
So just spot dodge or jump.
Spot dodging would be good, jumping could be good, but keep in mind, right? one very big habit that a lot of players have is just jumping from the edge, just out of panic. And I catch some people on it. Not even just like beginners, but just like so many people have that bad habit. This is a small thing, but countering the one time you rolled. I read it and then I mistimed it. That's a shame. Yeah, so that would be a good time to use the. No, okay. Battlefield. That's it. Okay. So, yeah, one thing I was trying to get out during my last talk was countering the Patui, reflecting the Patui in general, is not always a good idea, because I can sometimes punish it when it's a neutral, and it's always just gonna go flying. It's almost never gonna hit me directly, unless you're Mario's Cape or Game Watch's Bucket. Those are the ones with the most likely reflector to hit, but all it really does is it just doesn't let me send out Patui for the next 2 seconds.
Okay.
Not a big deal. However, your use of it when you were off stage, that was good. I like that. Because when you used it off stage, I can't use Patui for the next 2 seconds. Well, in that case, how am I supposed to ledge trap you with Patui? I can't use it. So that's a time where it's really good to use it. I had a set against Ryan's Fox where he just kept shining every time I threw Patui at him off stage, and it really hindered my ledge trapping. It made my ledge trapping much worse. So that is something just to think about when you're getting ledge trapped. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a day there.
About the ledge trapping. I just wanted to hit you with the Patui on the way back.
Yeah, you're never going to. I have no reason to jump when that happens, and whenever it gets reflected, just gets sent flying. So, yeah, never reflect Patui with the intent of thinking you're gonna hit me.
Okay.
Because unless you're Game Watch or Mario, it's not happening.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thank you everybody on stream for watching my anti-Piranha Plant guide. It's been fun. It was nice being on PR while it lasted, but I guess that's not gonna happen anymore.
Everyone knows your secrets.
Everyone knows my secrets. I still got a few.
It's gonna be uploaded on YouTube forever. You won't be
It's
able
gonna
to
be uploaded
escape
on
it.
YouTube forever. It's over. Steven, this video is gonna have hundreds of thousands of views from everyone in Manitoba who wants to beat me.
Kirby's running over telling him to burn my hard drive. Destroy the evidence.
Thank you so much, Steven, for streaming this. I really do appreciate it.
No problem. Yeah. And I had some fun, and it was cool. It was cool that I was able to get some input as well. I think for coaching.
Yeah, it was really nice because my Palutena is pretty trash. I wouldn't have been able to help them nearly as much as you did. Thank you, Xander, KK, and Switch for donating some money to charity. This is all for a good cause. Shoutouts to K11 for donating, but he couldn't make it, so he didn't participate. But he also donated, and he's such a cool guy. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, thank you. That was really helpful.
And again, this will be up for another couple weeks at least on Twitch. And Steven's gonna upload to YouTube, so go back, watch some of this stuff. My main advice to you above all else is work on your make sure that you work on your ledge trapping. Watch MK Leo ledge trap because he is a master at it.
Okay.
There's other jokers too that I'm sure you could watch. What's the Japanese one? Is it
Zachary?
Zachary
Oh yeah, there's
as well
Zachary
plays
too.
Joker. Yeah.
Does Zachary still
Fine.
play Joker?
Yeah, I think he does.
I thought he was. What was the last thing he was playing?
Rob.
Yeah, I think it was Rob.
He
But
plays lots
yeah,
of
his
characters.
Joker's really good too. You can watch that. There's the Japanese Joker I think it's pronounced. He's really good.
and something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. There's not a lot of other American Jokers. Oh, Lemon. Watch Lemon.
Okay.
Very good Canadian
Canadian
Joker. Yeah, from BC. He has tons of matchup experience and views that you'll see in Manitoba as well.
Like Ices, I'm
Ice
sure.
Climbers, yes, exactly.
Yeah, see, Ices. he definitely has some experience fighting Rob, Snake. You know, you can watch a lot of good videos of him.
Okay, I think I will, and I'll go back and watch our video too, and I'll try
Oh,
to
yeah.
focus on like both where I'm getting hit and where I'm letting you past, specifically on the ledge.
Yeah,
Or off
the main
stage.
thing. Yeah, the main things to focus on, I would say, are your neutral game, right? If you watch this back and you see me pointing out like all of your jumping in the air, right, and not staying grounded, right, you could really up your neutral game by practicing staying grounded and working on using those options, and then watching for ledge traps both on my end and your end, right? Watching
Yeah.
how you ledge trap me, right, and seeing where you could be adding more pressure to me or making sure that you hit me. And then versus and then on the other side, right, watch how I ledge trap you, right? Where are the openings I'm leaving? How can you take the least amount of damage possible? How do you get back on stage without losing your stock, right? Think about those things.
Okay, and maybe this is a broad question, but like, when do you want to choose to go aerial?
When do you want to choose to go aerial?
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's all dependent on who you're fighting, right? Depends on the characters, depends on their playstyle, right? Your character, Joker, has amazing aerials, right? Not very many characters can compete with those areas, regardless of whether or not you have Arsene. Like,
Yeah.
your back air is just incredible, right? If you're fighting against somebody and you constantly go for aerials, they're going to catch on and they are going to punish you for it, right? And some characters will have an easier time punishing you for it and maybe catch on right away, right? And then some, you know, if you're playing like a Kirby, I guess it doesn't really matter. What's Kirby going to do? It's Kirby. Poor Kirby. But, you know, it's all about mixing up, right? It's all about not doing the same thing when somebody catches on, right? If you're fighting somebody and you just keep constantly use aerials and they're not doing anything about it, go nuts. Keep using aerials. Who cares, right? You're just going to take the W because they're not.
Sorry for kind of cutting those guys off, but I should probably wrap up the stream here. Thanks everyone who tuned in today. Thanks everyone who came in for the coaching session. It's pretty sick. Hope people learn some stuff, and yeah, I might stream again later. I'm not sure, but I'll be back, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And, yeah. Have a good rest of the day, everybody. Bye bye.